Okay, I hope this is working. I think it's working. I am very, very early. I am 2 minutes early. We're going to do it. So I apologize to you guys. I was supposed to come into the office. I didn't come into the office. So then this whole thing happened. So we're going to get started. I think a lot of people are probably going to wait till 1 o'clock, but we're just going to start. So, Lisa, I'm going to bring you on. Please, Nikita, please tell the people who you are. And let's just rock because,
Good
I mean,
afternoon. First of all, I just want to say I'm very humbled to be here this afternoon. I want to give a shout out to God, who is the um, the utmost for me, and He gives
I
me
had to come back on
all the
that. I'm sorry.
blessings, all the praise.
I had to come back on that.
Also, want to thank my husband, who's very supportive, family, friends. Have a lot of Facebook friends that um, support me in my business. So I just want to shout out to them. Um, I'm a newbie notary. Just started in this business. Probably my husband and I both took our oath in December, so we've been notary since then. Haven't really done a whole lot with it. Um, Mainly started training. And hi, Leslie. I see people saying stuff. Anyway, started training and researching, and just like to be supportive of other notaries going through the process. So I just go on a lot of different groups and Facebook posts and provide information to other notaries that are on this journey with us.
Awesome sauce. Lisa, can you bring your camera down some so like it's like in front of your face? Is that possible?
Is that better, worse?
Nah, now it's this way. Now it's fine. That's fine.
Is
That's
that
fine.
good?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. So, what is going on? What's up, Texas Notary Live? Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being patient. God is good all the time. It has been an amazing, revealing week trying to figure out what we are doing. But Lisa has been gracious enough to come on to the Abnormal Notary Show to talk to you guys about being a newbie notary. We're going to get down and dirty because y'all know me. I rip the band aid off and we just going to talk, right? So, Lisa, tell me about how you got into becoming a notary, right?
Well, my
Um,
daughter became a notary last year, and I just started watching different. I think the first video that I probably saw was the guy that says the side hustle thing. And I said, let me check this out. But I kind of always wanted to be one, but didn't know what was involved. So I just started the process. I went to my state's page, signed up, got the information, and then just went from there. And that's really where everybody needs to start, is to go to their own state's page, see what the process is, download their handbook, download their jurats, their acknowledgments. Those are very important, basic, fundamental items that they're going to need if they're going to perform general notary work.
okay, so you said that your daughter got you into being a notary, right?
Yes, she started it, and I said, that sounds like something we probably need to do.
Okay. So when you got into becoming a notary, what were your steps? So did you go through the NNA? Did you go
No,
through
I actually just went through my state's page. I just logged
so
on. I'm from
Secretary of State?
Kentucky.
Hang
I'm
on,
from
Kentucky,
Kentucky. I
Louisville,
just went
Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky. I went to
Yeah,
our state's page, and I downloaded the application, mailed it in. Within 2 or 3 weeks, they sent the information back. I went and took my oath. My husband and I are both notaries. So
nice.
he and I both went down there and took our oath in December. And then I just started researching what I needed to do. I realized, and I had somebody reach out once I got into some of the groups and said, hey, you need to take a general notary class just to know what you're doing, because you don't want to be out here doing loan signing packages and are clueless. So I took just a basic general notary class with the American Society of Notaries and went from there. Then I started Googling. I did take a formal training. Actually took the Udemy class. And
Oh, so you
then,
just went online. So you didn't take like a Mark Willis's or a notary or something like that.
no,
No,
I
right.
didn't.
Okay, okay,
I did not.
okay.
I did the Udemy class. And then I'm
Mhm.
reading the Sign and Thrive book by Bill Sirocco.
That's actually a
And
good book.
then it is.
Yeah.
And then when you're going through a lot of these notary groups, Facebook groups, they have a lot of valuable information. And there was actually a loan signing agent book out there. So I took that and I read that, as well as I bought the NNA source book. So there's a lot of valuable resources out there. You just got to hunt them down. I mean, I do think that everyone needs to take a formalized training, whether it could be the Udemy. There's other places that have them. I don't think you have to have the Mark Wills class, but everybody everybody needs to take a class. It doesn't have to be that one, but basically, I would say to do general notary work, do that class. If you're going to do anything, you need the foundation. You need the basics. You do that first, and
Okay.
then just go from there with what you need to get. There's a lot of different resources out there. So there's not one be all for anybody. There's a lot of different resources. Just utilize them.
Okay, so this is the thing. So when I became a notary public, right, I went through the NNA because I was going to go through the Secretary of State, but I guess I didn't know what I was doing. I really didn't feel comfortable. So I went through the NNA, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
bought the package where it says I can become a signing agent, and then I can do the notary general training, right? And then I get certified. So I went that route. Did you ever get certified through the NNA? Are you a member?
Yes, no, I did.
Okay.
I don't have a membership, but I would advise everybody to do that because I think they're a good resource. But I did take the NNA certification and I did do the background check. And of course, I passed both. The NNA certification is basically the SPW, the Signing Professional Work Groups uh,
Ah,
code of conduct. And it's actually the code of conduct that everybody needs to follow being a notary. So a
yeah.
lot of people don't realize that. Just like the one thing that's kind of a pet peeve of mine is they say to have a government issued ID that you show people to prove that you are who you are. Everybody's out here going making name badges. That's not government.
Hmm.
That's not, I mean, they're cute, don't get me wrong.
Hmm.
But if somebody says, I need to see your ID, you want to show them your ID because that's what the code of conduct says.
Okay. So, so this is my thing. So I want you guys to know, kings and queens, as I call y'all, this is going to be a very casual conversation. So, I would say put your feelings to the side, have an open mind, as we discuss things, because I mean, I'm abnormal and Lisa is Lisa, and she likes helping and being an advocate to notaries. So, with becoming a new notary, right? You either go through the Secretary of State, or because if you're trying to go into the loan signing sector, if you will, having that official NNA, right, backing is required. I don't care what anybody tells you. When you sign up to signing companies, even to title companies and lenders, they look for that certification. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, is the NNA like, no, they're not governed. They're not federally backed. They're not nothing. Not saying they're not nothing, but they're a nonprofit organization attached to, right, something else.
Right. They're
But
considered the gold standard, the industry standard.
correct. So when you're on SnapDocs, when you're on all of these different platforms, they're saying, "Hey, are you NNA certified?" Because you have to go through and get that done. So you can go through the Secretary of State. You could go the route that Lisa did, right? And then go on to the NNA, get your background check, take the test, and then etc. The next question I have for you, hey y'all. The
Hey,
next question
Kayla.
for you is E&O, right? So you did your commission, you did your background check, you've done your training, you've gotten your certification through the NNA. Now I have to go do my E&O, okay? I'm about to hit something, y'all, real hard. So the E&O for through the NNA is specifically for notarial acts, correct? So when people get into this business, they say, hey, well, how much money should I take out if I'm trying to become a notary or if I'm just trying to become a loan signing agent, right? When I became a loan signing agent, I started at 25. I saw people weren't giving me no money, weren't giving me no jobs. So I bumped it up to 100,000. That's when it went off. With your E&O insurance, explain to me what you did with your E&O insurance.
Now I got 250,000 and I got mine through
Ah,
I got mine through a company called Hiscox. And I got it through
okay.
my insurance agent that does our homeowners and our car insurance. And I asked him specifically, is all of this covered? And he said yes. So I think Byberg is the other one that is covered. But NNA does not, from what I understand, does not cover you in doing loan signing.
That is correct. Listen, so a lot of people, there's an article, I think that was circling around about E&O insurance, right? And the NNA is, they say, oh, make sure they push the membership, they push the loan signing, they push all of this stuff. But what they don't tell you is there is a gap in the E&O insurance that does not cover loan signing acts. This could be, oh, I dropped off the FedEx too late, or I misplaced the cashier's check that was supposed to go with the loan documents, right? Those are not notarial acts, right? So those pieces need to be covered through something else. So I have Legal Shield. Legal Shield is awesome. So they do the whole personal liability. That's what they call it, personal liability, right? So not only can the borrower come after you, but the title, the lender can exactly. Lender companies can come after you. So getting that gap insurance is important. NNA says, oh, we don't have enough people complaining about it. That's why, but it don't matter. You should still give a resource. You should still say, hey guys, there's a gap. You should probably get something else. I'm just saying. Okay, I'll let you speak on it.
No, I totally agree with you. You need to be covered because anything can happen. And with saying that you need to be covered, you also need to know your state laws. You need to know them. You can't ask Joe down the street, hey, what are our laws? You better read up on it. You better know yourself, because when you go to court, you are standing there. And ignorance is not an excuse for being sued. You better know your stuff. You better go and get that information. So that needs to be the first step. Even before you start, be armed with information, be armed with knowledge.
Yeah, and I say Lisa is when I'm popping into the Facebook groups, because y'all know I don't like going on Facebook, she's always sharing a plethora of information. I've seen Excel documents that she's put out there, right? Letting people know what documents require notarization, which doesn't. And I think that takes a lot of time for you to do it for free, right? So people are going ham right now in the chat about E&O, which I knew that was going to happen. So I just want you guys to know, if you're on my newsletter, I'll probably do a pop-up in Clubhouse tonight about E&O. But with errors and omissions, it's only covering the notarial acts, right? That's all it does, right? Your stamp and your signature, that's it. But if you, I don't know, if you had a loan packet and somehow the window was open and it flies out and all the papers are gone, that's on you. Your E&O is not going to cover that, right? Your cashier's check, whatever, the wrong tracking number, it could be a plethora of things. Legal Shield covers personal liability. That's Legal Shield, okay? Phil Shannon is your guy. I'm supposed to be pushing Legal Shield, but I don't know what I'm doing. But if y'all want to know more about it, just come at me. Okay. So we got that, right? So make sure you have GAP, Legal Shield, or whatever. Because I hear that people can go to State Farm or these other places and they're costing like a $500 deductible. Why? Right? Legal Shield is like $40, $50, something like that. All right. So commission, commission, background, E&O. Now what's next?
After you get your E&O, of course, you want to do your training. Once you do your training, you want to look at putting together a budget. How much are you going to spend for your equipment? Now, I'm a very frugal person, so I don't spend a lot. So I'm looking at Facebook, OfferUp, Mercari, eBay, Craigslist, wherever I can to find the equipment that I need, because I don't need a $300 notary bag. I went to Goodwill and got one for $450. I don't need to have the $500 scanner or the $1,000 printer. I did Facebook Marketplace, got me a $35 Brother printer that's all in one.
That's what I have.
Somebody's office was going out of business. And that's another thing with COVID. I think that's why some of the supplies are hard to find, some of the printers, because when people started working from home, they consumed all those printers and things. But with people going back to work, you may be able to find those too. So that's a good way to start. Yes, $4.50. I sure did. I got me a bag at the Goodwill for $4.50.
Listen, do what you got to do. This is what I say. I say, do what you got to do. I think a lot of people, Rakuten is awesome, by the way, Tracy. They are amazing. This is what I tell people. When they're getting into the business, a lot of them seeing a what commercial? A Mark Willis commercial, right?
Right.
or a notary to notary commercial. And they say, okay, I can just come in and I can get these basic things to get me off the road. But then they don't understand that, okay, it's just not this little piece of it. There's a whole atmosphere, right, to building a business. So this is what I'll say. When I started, I didn't invest a lot of money because I didn't know if I was going to want to do it. I'm gonna keep it
right,
100.
and that's another reason to go to Goodwill, Craigslist, because you may get into it and realize I don't want to put all this work into it.
Yeah,
because there's a
yeah.
lot of work and a lot of studying and a lot of training and a lot of time spent on documents. You can't just pull them out of your printer and go.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, this is my thing. I think that at the end of the day, I see in Facebook a lot, people are saying, well, what printer should I use? Or what type of printer should I use? XYZ, right?
Black and white laser prints both legal and letter.
Yeah. Now, do you get into the whole paper per minute? Like how fast it prints?
Now, mine actually does 40, but when you're starting out and you don't know even if you're going to like it, laser printer, black and white, prints legal and letter.
Okay.
I wouldn't get anything fancy because, like I said, if you decide, I've seen at least 3 people say they were selling their stuff because they couldn't do it. They didn't want to do it. It was too much work. And there is a lot of work involved in doing this business. And that's what people have to understand, especially if you've decided you're going to make this your full time. People don't like it when you say side hustle, but what career?
Why don't they like it when they say side hustle? What's wrong with that?
I don't know. Business, career, but it's definitely your business. But when you decide to do this, it's a lot of work involved to get up to speed with training, knowing your documents. It's a lot of work. And if you're not willing to do the work, signing up with companies, then this isn't the business for you because it's going to require a lot of time.
Yeah. And I
keep signing up for companies.
And this is what I'm going to tell y'all. It's like when after you get the foundation, right, you have your stamp, you have your, you've done your background, all that kind of stuff. Now you're saying, where do I go next? Right. So then you have people that get into the loan signing business and then they begin to say, hey, but I don't know where to sign. And then they post their stuff online and I don't, and no slide, but I don't understand why you would want to put a general question with the document and ask 10,000 people and you're going to get 10,000 different answers versus you finding someone that you can latch onto, i.e. Lisa, right? That can help you, right? Instead of getting,
exactly.
I am so against doing that because then you're waiting. You could be at the table and you just put something on on Facebook waiting while you're at the table. Hey, somebody help me. Why? Get a mentor, right? Get somebody that you trust. Get a notary buddy.
Right.
All right.
That was one of my gems.
Is that one of your gems?
Yes, that was one of my gems. Have a notary buddy. Have somebody you can bounce ideas off of. It doesn't have to be a mentor. Sometimes it's hard to find somebody that is busy with their own business, but find somebody that is starting the journey with you that will, right, that will assist you as you go. I have people message me all the time or text me, and I'm always available. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I love to help people. So whenever somebody sends me a text or a message, I'm on it. Sometimes I'll pull people out of the Facebook groups and say, hey, let me help you with this. What do you need?
Yes. Best place and cheap for paper. Tracy, I got y'all questions. I see y'all. Okay. So after they have the business, right? A lot of people think that they can just start and go. A lot of people think that, hey, I don't need a website, or I don't need business cards, or I don't need to network, or I can just sign up to 100 companies and just sit here and be like, okay, my phone's not ringing. It's not working. What would you tell them?
Okay. First of all, I would advise anybody, if you're going to do general notary work, you are going to need a website. You're going to need word of mouth. You're going to need to get your name out there. Even if you don't do a website, put it on Facebook, or Nextdoor is a good app that you can utilize as well. But you have to do something to get the word out. Car magnet, word of mouth, business cards. If you're going to do loan signing, you're going to have to sign up for those 100 companies. If you don't want to do that, I hope you didn't buy all that equipment because now it's useless. Because when business is slow, you need to be signing up. So you start with 100 companies that you sign up for. and you just keep signing up until you're too busy to sign up. If you're not getting at least 10 pings a day, then you haven't signed up with enough companies. It doesn't matter if you've already signed up with 100. Everybody that you signed up with is not going to reach out to you. They're not going to give you a signing. So you just need to keep signing up until you're too busy to do anything else.
Okay, so
you have so many appointments.
So we're about to have a banter. We're gonna have a banter for like 2 minutes, and then we're gonna keep rolling. Because then I want to get into, because I see this Google business, and I'm really big on Google business. Okay, so I am a big proponent of not signing up to 100 companies, and this is why. When it's time for you to renew your insurance, which is your E&O, when it's time to do multiple things, you have to now go back to those 100 companies and update every single one of them. Then you have to remember what you did. And you could just be simply doing it so fast, you really don't know what you've signed up for, right? So I tell people, I'm just saying, I tell people, hey, get a good 10, 15, because I'm working on a list as well. Get a good 10, 15 that you know are going to be relentless and send you jobs, right? Where your phone is ringing off the hook. And a lot of people, I push Notary Go, but people don't like me pushing Notary Go. But
no, I'm with you on Notary Go.
Listen,
if you need a paycheck every week.
Listen, right?
Notary
yes, their customer service may suck, but you getting paid every week and you're getting training. You're getting on-the-job training. That's what I call Notary Go, on-the-job training. Then once you're done, move on. But guess what? You've already worked with Old Republic Title. You worked with Caliber Home Loans. You worked with all of these lenders and title companies that now know you. So when you go to them,
build those relationships.
Hey, I've been doing I've been doing your loans for 2 months. You remember me? Oh, hi. Yes.
Exactly.
I'm really empty today.
See, we're on the same page there. People, they get so mad. I will Notary Go you to death. I need a check today. I need some money. I got a bill to pay next Friday. So how many Notary Goes can girlfriend get? But let's go back to the signing up with 100 companies.
Yes, please.
I still say to sign up with 100 companies. But like you said, all those 100 companies aren't going to give you business. So the ones that do give you business, those are the ones you re-up with.
Yeah.
If they're consistently giving you business, then you stay with them. The other ones, you just kick them to the side. But until you figure out that magic number, whatever it looks like, it could be 20 companies. Hopefully down the road, a year from now, it's only 4 or 5. But until you get to those good 4 or 5, like you said, just keep plugging. But you build those relationships. Like you said, Old Republic Title, Fort Settlement Services. You've done 5, 6, 7 loans, 10 loans for them. They're looking for you. You've done a good job for them. They're looking for you. Where's Ty? I need Ty. Where's Lisa? I need them. And what I have found in doing my research and signing up for companies, unless you've done at least 50 signings or had 6 months experience or a year's experience, they still consider you a newbie. So at that point, wherever you can get a signing, you need to get a signing. Now, I'm not saying drive 300 miles for $60. Do what makes sense. But in doing that, you have to know what's your cost, not how much the IRS allows you for your deduction for driving your car. How much is gas? How much do you get per mile? Know your cost. How much does it cost you to print a piece of paper? It shouldn't be more than 2 or 3 cents. And if it's more than that, you've got the wrong printer. And please don't use the inkjet.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
And normally at the bottom of the hour, I open up for questions, and we have a lot of things going on. So I appreciate you guys. You are a fan, and I'm happy that you're here.
Well, thank you.
People love you. You are a fan, people. I love it. Okay, so you talked about something very important, which is startup costs, right?
Yes.
So let's. I want to I want to remove delineate. I can't even talk today. I want to separate general notary work, loan signing. Okay.
Okay.
You talked about cents per paper or cents per whatever. Right. Is there something that you can explain to everyone when let's do loan signing? Okay.
Okay.
Because there's not a lot of overhead for general notary work. You're not toners, papers, nothing, right?
Exactly.
So with loan signing, when you get into it, some people are spending in upwards of like $1,100 before they even get a signing, right?
Right.
How does someone know how much to spend and how much they're using, whether it's for miles or whether it's for paper, for toner? How do they figure that out?
Okay, well, as far as what to spend, I always say, what is your budget? The first time I said that to somebody, they said, well, what does it matter? It matters a lot because all that, right. I don't have money to just throw around. I'm sorry,
Right.
I'm a notary go girl.
Okay.
But you need to know. So if you, I always tell people, because I'm frugal, get you a black and white printer. It doesn't have to be the brother that everybody thinks you need to have, or the HP. Just get you a printer. Start with that, because you also are trying to find out whether or not this is going to be the business for you. So set yourself up a budget and decide how much you're going to spend. Decide how much you want in training. I say a couple of $100s for training. On equipment, honestly, if you were frugal like me, you could probably get your scanner, because I actually got a scanner for about $7 at Goodwill.
Okay.
Yes. Don't
And it's
sleep
good.
on Goodwill.
It's good.
Yeah, it's an Epson. It's an older Epson, but it works with what I've got set up. So until I have a return on my investment and make some extra money, that's going to be the scanner that I use. So anyway, you set your budget. And anybody, this is a pet peeve of mine. I'm sorry, I gotta rewind a little bit.
You're an Abnormal Notary show.
Some people want to take out loans for this business to get started. If you have to take out a loan, this isn't the business for you. You could probably start up with about $700.
You better than me, because I don't think I spent that much money. I don't think no, you know what? I said I didn't spend that much money, but I think I did. I mean,
when you do
insurance, I started off with a cheap.
You do your E&O, you do your bond, you do your printer, you do your scanner. So you could probably do it for about $700, which I don't think is a lot of money. If you don't have that, then focus on your general notary work till you can put that money together to do.
Okay, so
that would be what I would do.
Okay, but how would they know what is good or what's not good if their budget is their budget, but when they're coming into this and they're like, okay, but if I get this toner and I get this paper and I do these miles, is that really going to matter to me getting money? So I'm gonna tell you something. When I started, I didn't care about my miles. I didn't care about the paper, the toner, nothing, because I'm just out here trying to go get my money, right? Then realizing after every 2 loans, I'm changing my toner, which is like $90. So it's like, okay, go ahead. Yep.
There are, Amazon has budget ink that you can get. And that's another thing. If you don't, I'm going to say, if you decide you're going to buy new, then buy the warranty. But wouldn't turn around and buy the budget toner, because that's probably going to void your warranty. So I would go with a gently used equipment. Look on Amazon. They have it. I think Ink Jets or something. They have toner. There's a lot of places out there. I get mine from Amazon that's inexpensive. So that's what I would do. Get the inexpensive toner until you get established. I wouldn't spend a whole lot of money. I just wouldn't.
Okay. Christina, I'm going to pop up a statement real quick, because we're about to do some questions. Christina said there's a good video on YouTube by signing. I've actually seen that one. Actually, it's not bad. She actually tells you how to do it. So that's not a bad one. I think she's been around for a long time, I think, right?
Yes.
It's a good video. I saw that one. It's a good video to help you. Okay. So we talked about startup. We've talked about notary. Now let's move into what you had mentioned, which was a website. Okay. So I am huge on Google My Business. So I'm going to give a little tidbit about this, because there's some, barking back and forth about putting your personal address, not putting your address, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. When you do Google My Business is probably the best thing that you could do for your business. One, if you guys always say Google IHT Mobile Notary, okay? When you set up your Google My Business, do you think the title companies are just looking at your profiles and snap docs and sign in order? No, they're going to see if you're an actual a legitimate business, right? They actually will Google you. I've had attorneys call me because of my Google My Business, right? If you're posting on Google My Business, that's SEO, keywords, right? That will pull people to your website. So with Google My Business, when you start up, I didn't have, a room for me to go to, right? So I had to put my personal address, unfortunately, just to get my verification. Then when they verified me, which you'll get a code in the mail in 5 days so you can verify your account, then you can go back in and remove it. Some people say, oh, you don't need an address, you can just do it. Nah, I've helped multiple people that didn't put an address in it, and Google suspended their business, suspended their page. Okay.
Right.
Until you put they want to know it's a physical location, it's a brick and mortar for whatever
Right.
reason that's verifiable. Right.
Right.
Okay. I'm fumbling today because I'm just, just the whole day, just the whole day. So the Google My Business is very, very important. Okay. Even if you don't have money to do like a landing page or whatever, you can use their generic website. It sucks personally. But if you can get someone to do it for cheap, I would say get a website, but do your Google My Business. And you need to post and you need to do your blogs because all of that is tied to Google. Okay. Keywords, SEO, search engine optimization. Get it done. What's your thoughts on it, Lisa?
No, I totally agree with you. Now, I personally don't have one. I have multiple streams of income, so I'm going in every different direction on some days. But I think that's a good idea to do that. People don't seem to take advantage of all the free resources that are out there. And especially when you're getting started, that's key. You want to just get started. So utilize all the free websites, free tools that you can, because that's going to get you going. Then if you decide later on when you're making the big bucks, whatever the big bucks looks like for you, then you can build your website from GoDaddy or wherever and pay those extra fees. But until then, you have to do what's best for your business. That's the bottom line. And that's what I don't think a lot of people understand, especially when they're out there on Facebook asking a million people, what do I do with this? How do I do this?
Kayla says free 99. I don't know what that is, Queen. Okay. So yes. So Google My Business is very important. Get it done. If you need somebody to help you, cool. If you need somebody to help you with websites, y'all know I do websites. Otherwise, use the Google My page, Google My Business webpage, just to get you out there. Okay. Now, they've now set their foundation. What do you recommend for, I don't want to say soliciting, so that's not really a good word, promoting your business? Do they go to grocery stores? Do they go to nursing homes? Because you talked about
if they're doing general notary work, then yes. I mean, you can go. Actually, I've heard people get business from UPS, which has a notary, but they were online.
Yep, I've done it before, and FedEx.
Right, especially FedEx. Go into FedEx, any business, go in there and let them know that you're a notary. Even your own bank, those people need a day off too, and that's a great opportunity for you to network and build relationships. You don't know where that relationship will take you. Yes. So banks, your kids' schools, since schools are opening back up, put up flyers, community centers. Just let everybody that know that you're a notary. Because depending upon your state, you could probably make more money doing just general notary work than you could in loan signing. So make sure that when you download your handbook that you read it so you know how much you can charge. Can you charge a convenience fee? Can you charge a travel fee? Be creative in what you say the fee is, because sometimes they just tell you for the Notarial Act, you can only charge $2 and it doesn't say anything else. So if I'm coming to you, you're going to pay a convenience fee.
So you're now we're, I love it. So I'm trying to get my thoughts. So I get a lot of questions, and we're at the bottom of the hour. I get a lot of questions in regards to fees, in regards to travel fees, in regards to convenient fees, in regards to administrative fees, whatever, they're fees, right? Name it whatever you want. You have your statutes of your state. For New Jersey, it's $2.50. I always tell people I can barely buy a pack of gum, right, with $2.50. Right.
Exactly.
So my money is going to come into play with my travel, right? Exactly. New Jersey doesn't have any type of governance of anything else outside of, hey, for a notarial stamp signature, $2.50. Everything else is up for game. But you have to be transparent, obviously, with your customer and saying, exactly. Hey, right? Because I get a lot of customers say, Ty, I don't understand why this is $40. And it's Saturday and I'm off and exactly. I have to get up out of my bed to help you, right? So I say, hey,
that's a convenience fee.
Even when I talk to him, I'm like, sir, it is Saturday. I'm actually technically off, but I see this is urgent for you. There is going to be an additional fee because it's after hours. Is that okay? No problem. I have to get this done today. Cool. $40. Right?
Exactly.
So I think a lot of the times people, this is my opinion, there's so many people that are talking, right? So many people that have their opinions on what should and should not be. Some people say, oh, you're just repeating what somebody else is doing. The world is a huge copy. Okay? Everybody's copying somebody else. It's just how you present it. And if somebody wants to lean on to you. So This is what I say. You have to do what's best for you, your business, your home, your family, period. It doesn't matter if somebody says, go buy this $800 printer. If you can't afford it, it don't mean that's bad. It just means you're not there yet.
Exactly.
Right?
That's exactly right. What is your budget? What can you afford?
Yes.
And go from there. Because it doesn't have to be the $800 printer or the $400 or $500 scanner. Start with something, but have a budget. You have to have a budget.
You have to have a budget. Yeah, you have to have a budget. Yeah, because to me, it's like for me, if I was a newbie coming in and I'm hearing all of these things, I would probably be like in a store looking like at a whole wall of different people talking to me at one time. And I'm like, what am I doing? Where do I go? And I feel sorry for some of the newbies coming in because they're like, well, who the hell do I supposed to listen to? Everybody telling me this person, but this other person tells me not to listen to that person. What do I do? I just tell you, you have to link up with a notary buddy, man. Get somebody that's on the same page, that has the same discernment as you, and make the best of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
All right. Let's get to some questions. 135, Miss Lisa, I appreciate you. All right. Tracy, I passed my NNA loan signing agent exam last weekend. Yes, queen.
Congratulations.
Good job. I'm going to go all the way from the top, and we're going to go back down. Okay. Yep, I had 2,000, nothing, shaking my head. Nikita said, congratulations. Let's see here. Darkness Falls, what's up? For months, I was telling folks the E&O insurance only covers notarial acts. It wasn't until about December that folks finally caught on, and then the NNA started talking about it in their newsletter. Yo, y'all have to go to the NNA. There was an article out there. No shade, but y'all know me. I'm gonna keep it 100. There's something out there on the NNA that basically states because the E&O policy only covers notarial acts, they had a statement in there that said, hey, if you as a loan signing agent have to write down the amount on the loan document, that's not covered by E&O. First of all, who write no loan documents?
Right. Not
who's
producing any.
So there's contradiction. And then when people started calling them out on it, crickets. They stopped answering after a while. So this is what I'll tell y'all. I always say the NNA is not the holy grail. Yes, people think they're the referee. Yes, they are the standard. But you should always, always, always double, triple, quadruple check. Period.
In everything you do, especially in this business.
Yes. What E&O do you suggest for just general notary work people? And I want one with tell and covered. So much would that be? Okay. I mean, a lot of people are saying buy Burke, but I researched buy Burke and I just hear notarial services. It doesn't say anything about loan signing services, which is completely different. So I don't know. I may have to do some research and do a newsletter or something. I don't know. Legal Shield for now, unless you want to do an LLC, which is personal liability. Legal Shield has insurance. Yes, they do. Tracy, so E&O is only notarial acts and gap insurance is needed for loan signing. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Only your stamp and signature, that's all that's covered. If you lose that cashier's check, if you drop the documents off in Zimbabwe and it's supposed to go to Georgia, that's on you. So you have to make sure you're covered. Oh, God is good. Can you be an LSA without background check? You cannot. You want to talk on that, Lisa?
Well, actually, you can be an LSA. Whether or not you'll get any work is another story. In Kentucky, you passed the Kentucky background check or you wouldn't have gotten your commission. I don't know whether people realize this or not, but the states do run a check on you. They're not going to just hand out stamps or commissions if you
they do federal,
if you have a background check.
Federal, state, county, they go all the way back 10 years. Okay. So yes, anybody can be a notary, but it's just not, they're just going to give you a commission. They searching your whole bloodline, not really, but they're going back 10 years. Okay?
Exactly. So Tanisha, in your case, I don't know why you can't get a background or if you've got some other issues, but if you want to PM me, I can probably get into those. As far as waiting 3 months, I think you may be talking about getting in to take your oath, but they may have sent you your information back because they'll send that to you through email. I can tell you that for Kentucky since I'm from Kentucky. So check your email, but you'll probably have to go through the process again because that probably has expired if it's been 3 months. So just check your email to see whether or not you got an email from the SOS with that information.
So Lisa, could it be that they are bombarded with all the notaries trying to become a loan signing and it could be a wait? Because when I started COVID, I didn't get my commission for like 3.5 months because I was waiting.
Well, see, the funny thing about that is my husband and I sent ours off in October.
Mm-hmm.
By November, we had gotten our commission, and then we called and set up an appointment. We were able to get one in December. Now, there probably is a wait now to go take an oath, but I know for other states, I don't know if Kentucky is one of them, you can go to a notary and take an oath. So that might be something for you to check out if they're that backlogged with you getting in for that part of the getting
I didn't know that.
your commission.
I didn't know that. That's actually kind of cool.
Other states. Now, I don't know about
Kentucky, I know about other states, but I lived in Kentucky, right? Louisville, Kentucky. Right. That's where my parents are. So I didn't even know that. You learn something every day.
Oh,
see?
Yes, most definitely.
I would never consider myself an expert because I feel like you're always going to be learning. Right.
Oh, I'm always definitely not an expert, but I like to do a lot of research.
Yeah. I like to know. I don't want you to tell me something and I think it's gospel. No, I'm going to check.
Oh, I'm going to research it for sure.
Oh, yes. Okay. Where are we? You guys are awesome. Dang. You have a lot of people that love you, Lisa. I have to tell you.
Oh, well, that's good. So I'm glad to hear that.
I'm humbly honored to have you.
Well, I'm humbled to be here.
Oh, thank you, Miss Lisa. I will confess I put let's see here. Darkness falls. I confess I put all my first stimulus money into this game, but made it back within a month. Okay. Can I tell y'all something? It also depends on your state, right? So when it comes to loan signing, because a lot of people will say, oh, but Ty, it's not popping. I've been doing everything that you told me to do. And it's not working. I'm not getting calls. There's a couple of factors. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But one thing I could tell you is if something's not working, that doesn't mean you stop. You just pivot, right?
Right.
You pivot. So if you're focused on loan signing, you haven't dipped into general notary work, dip into general notary work while you are waiting and still doing that, right? Because I think that a lot of people think that loan signing is the all end all be all. There's so many niches that you can get into to bring in income. So depending on the state, like some states, I forgot who I was talking to. This one lady said, but Ty, it's not working. Da, 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 da. But then she said, but you know what's working? A wedding officiant. Okay. Right. Ding, 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 ding.
Exactly. I had somebody tell me when I posted a list of the different things that you can do. He said, well, I can't do those in my state. And I thought, did you even think about that before you answer that? I said, well, what about with additional training? Kind of crickets then. I'm like, you got to do the research. Nobody can give you everything you need. We can feed you some information and then take it and run with it. Do your research. Find out what's best for you. Like you said, everybody needs a niche.
Yeah.
I mean, adoption papers. I know in Kentucky, you can probably charge $125 to do those. Mm-hmm. So find your niche, whatever that looks like, whatever that is. Perfect. There's something that you can be good at or that you're passionate about.
Yes. I agree. I think that this is my thing, right? Me doing these YouTubes on Sundays, because y'all know, if y'all don't know, I'm Relentless Church. No, did they tell me to tell that? No, but I'm Relentless online, right? I go to church multiple times a day because they just do multiple things. But I'm here doing this like Miss Lisa to give back, to let you guys know that we don't have to charge you something to give you information.
Right.
But I would always say, like Lisa says, you can't wait for somebody to feed it to you. You have to go do your legwork. You have to go know your laws, your statutes, right? We can teach you the loan documents. We can teach you how to build a business, but I can't teach you what your laws say. You have to know what's up and what's not. And if there's a question about it, you ask a reliable source, and then you double check what they said.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You
Whatever I tell
better
you, you
check the
double check what I
chapter.
said. Yes, exactly. I'm on one today. It's just because this whole thing just happened, Lisa. It's just, ugh. But it's all good. So E&O is only notarial acts. Yes, we talked about that one. Cuban LSA. Yep, we talked about that one. So many. Viberg. Viberg is what most people use for insurance for loan signing agents. And again, I heard there was a gap in their policies. So I'm not sure. You have anything on that, Lisa?
No, I would just tell people to make sure that they do their research. If they're saying it's not enough, like you said, Legal Shield has it. Come in with some others, personal liability, professional liability insurance. You definitely don't want to be out there uncovered.
Yeah.
And keep a journal. Speaking of uncovered, make
We
sure
forgot
whether
about
your
that.
state requires it or not, make sure you always keep a journal, because you never know when you'll have to pop up in the court and be able to prove. And ignorance is no excuse.
Yes, journals are important. I always say CYA, no matter what, no matter
Exactly.
what. Good Notary is offering her services on explaining E&O. Support her channel, please. Christina, companies will not hire you without a background check. From my understanding, that is correct. Unless you live in New Jersey. You have to have a background check. Yep, Phil is awesome. So everybody, so Phil, I'm under Phil Shannon. If y'all don't know him from Legal Shield, he's awesome. He knows everything about Legal Shield. I have Legal Shield. I have people under me that are working as well. So if you guys are interested, you can, Lord help me. You can email me, hit my Instagram. I think there's another lady on here that does Legal Shield as well. So I'll pop up her information if you want to link up with her as well. Tanya Taylor says, you're very informative on Facebook. I agree. What is frugal? Frugal Fanny. Who's that?
Oh, Tracy's calling herself Frugal Franny over here too. Well, my father-in-law calls me cheap, but I said, can we use another word? I don't like cheap.
That's funny. All right, so this is Elaine. She's also popping up her business. And as y'all know, kings and queens, I don't care about y'all posting stuff. I think that sharing is caring. You know what I mean? Like, it's all good. I purchased a policy from Viberg initially, and the wording just says notary services. They swear up and down verbally that it covers loan signings, but would never give me a new policy. That's what I heard too. That's what I heard too. Christina said same thing. Unless that's me. Yeah, same thing. One of those days. Should you start without having a name for your business already, or LLC? Akeisha. Lisa, I'll let you start and I'll piggyback.
I'm just under my name. I haven't done LLC. I may do one. I haven't decided yet. I'm just going to see where this takes me.
Yeah, so for me, I didn't get an LLC until this year because I'm trying to do some other services with under my company that's going to require me to have that. But when I first started, I didn't put the money into it. I had my E&O insurance and just pray to God that nothing popped off. So, and now knowing that there's a gap, that's why I got Legal Shield. But it's really up to you. It's really up to you if you want to start an LLC or not, right?
Yes, that's definitely the case.
Yeah.
But just whether you start one or not, just make sure you're covered with your insurances. That's the main
number
thing.
one. That's number one. I wouldn't even worry about LLCs and S corps and C corps and all that. That's all tax deduction stuff. Just get to work and just make sure you have your E&O. Yeah. Best place and cheap place for paper. Somebody said Rakuten. I think you said M.
I saw, is it ZB's, I think, has some. Check Office Depot also. I bought back in January, I bought a case of 5 reams of paper for $8.97. So that was a good deal. I think ZB's had the legal paper for about $40.
What is it?
But I usually don't buy my paper.
You said ZB's?
Unless it's ZB's.
How you spell it?
Or Zerby's. Let's see, you got me wanting to look. Somebody posted it on Facebook. I don't remember who it was.
It's all good.
But also, if you're just buying a couple of reams, Walmart, if you have a Walmart in your area, I think it's like $6 or $7 if you just need a ream or two. And then maybe it's Zerby's. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But anyway, we have Myers here in Kentucky. They also have it pretty reasonable.
I love Myers.
Myers is in Michigan too. I'm not sure what other states.
Yeah. Okay. Ariel, I hope I'm saying your name right, Queen. It says, well, first off, see, she starts off. Well, first off, starting out before you have a buddy, your only resource may be Facebook. From that community, after a week or so, you can see who is solid and ask them to be your mentor. What is your thoughts on that?
Well, now, people have asked me to be a mentor, but of course I declined because I've not been in the business that long, but I'll be your buddy all day long. I don't want you to think I'm a mentor when I know I can only come to you from the experience that I have. And I only have buddy experience, but I'm glad to be your buddy any day of the week. Text me, email me, message me. I'm here for you.
Drop your handle. What's your handle? What's your handle?
I'm just Lisa Dunham on Facebook. I don't have Instagram or anything else. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to find out the paper thing.
No problem. All right. So I'm going to leave that up there. Lisa Dunham, you can find her on Facebook. Just look her up. She's there. If you need more information, let me know. I just popped that up there. This video is worth waiting for. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much, Tracy. I appreciate you. Good, honest mentors that won't charge you a mortgage payment is hard to find. Oh my gosh. Listen,
I know about that.
Listen, I mentor people and I mentor people and people ask me, hey, Ty, how long have you been in the business? August of 2020. Got my commission I went for it in May, but didn't get until August. And my thing is, how can you be a mentor if you've only been around so long? And my thing is, one, when you take the time to research and you've done as many signings as I've done, not to gloat or anything like that, to me, Lisa said something very powerful to me. I am giving you my mentorship from my perspective, right? You still have to make sure that it can tie to how you want to present it. I'm just giving you the information that will help you.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So me being a mentor, I'm just giving y'all what I know. Walmart for paper, at least for me. Ty may have something better. I'm here for it if she does. Oh, thank you so much, Riri.
I think people also mentioned Costco Business Center paper. You get paper there, but you have to get it through the Business Center. It's pretty reasonable as well.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have another resource. I get my paper through FedEx, my local FedEx guy, for like $5,000 or something. It's like a whole case, and he charges me like $100. Google My Business is also great. Are you still looking for it, Lisa?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
All right. I'm gonna keep going through till you got it. Costco has paper, yes. Loan signing agents, legal paper is going to be your friend, unless you're doing like loan debt settlements, which are letter paper. HELOCs are letter paper.
It's Zerby at ZERBEE.com.
I wasn't ready. One more time. What's it again?
ZERBEE, Zerby.com.
B or B as in boy?
Z as in zoo. Zebra.
So ZERBEE.com.
They had the letter, the legal paper on sale for like, I think she said, hold on here. For $50. A case of legal paper. Right.
What have I been doing wrong? What's happening? Y'all better take that down because I'm gonna go right through the chats, y'all. Zerby. All right. Anthony, great information. Thank you, King. I appreciate you. There's an Excel, the signing service Excel sheet Annie has is amazing to keep track. Do you know what that is, Lisa?
Yes.
Amy, is that you? Are you Amy?
That's me. That's what she calls me.
You know, in the country, we say Amy. You know, up here, they probably say auntie, you know. But
You do.
yes. Yes. All right. So Office Depot will give you $2 for each toner. You can turn it up. Yeah, I take mine to Office Depot. Actually, I take mine to Staples.
But both
No,
of those places offer
awesome, right?
discounts.
Okay, so Staples or Office Depot, you can take your toner and get some money back. All right. Legal paper, $6.97 for one ream. Okay.
At Walmart.
Thank you for filling in the blank. Get a tie. Yes. Thank you, Queen. Kayla, can you share that Excel sheet? Is that your Excel sheet, Lisa?
I think it's in PDF. Let me see. I don't think it's in Excel.
Well, if you need to send it to me, and I can send it to the subscription list, whatever you want, it's fine. Okay. While you're doing it, I'm about to go on a tangent real quickly. All right.
Okay.
1 second. Okay. There's a question here. Anthony. I'm working a Mac and I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. All right. Okay. So is there a list of companies? Yes, there's a list of companies that have been circling since I've been here. Those lists of companies, some of them are outdated. Some of them have broken links. You have some people that are actually charging you to buy a signing company list. I've actually bought it. It was garbage. The links did not work, but yet I paid.
I have a list, but like any list, you have to go through them. Now,
you have to vet it out. But right. I'm coming up with one, Lisa.
Okay. Notary Rotary has a list, and they have a lot of outdated ones, but
yes, they do.
3 stars are better. And I also have a list that I can send you as well. It's
okay. So you have 2 things to send me, Lisa.
Yes.
All righty.
I do.
All righty. I'm gonna hold you to it. It's not a good list, Anthony. That was me. I keep putting up myself. Gas and mileage are important to know. Yes. Tracy, when I first started in Notary Go, while Miss Lisa's still doing her thing, when I was doing Notary Go, I live in Bridgewater. Trenton is probably about an hour and 5 minutes. I would go an hour and 5 minutes for $60 when I first started with Notary Go, and I would do scan backs. And I did that for a good month until they got used to me and they knew that I was good, no mistakes. I still make mistakes today, but things happen. But I did it, right? Not denounced to me. Denounced. What's the word I'm trying to say? Unbeknownst to me.
Unbeknownst.
Unknown to me. My mom always gets on to me, Lisa. Why are you using words that you can't? Anyway, y'all, I'm on one today. So forgive me. I'm abnormal today. Doing the gas and mileage is going to be important. Okay. If you don't have a database that you're using, I'm pushing Notary Earth right now. A lot of people use Notary Assist or Notary Gadget. A lot of people use Mal IQ. Okay. I think it's going to be important when you're looking at resources, when you're looking at products. Is that you? I don't know. You did something. You did something, Lisa. Hang on 1 second. I think you're trying to log in. Nope. You probably have to come back in, Lisa. I don't know what you did. So Tracy, look into Notary Earth, www.notaryearth.com. I'm always pushing them. I am helping Mr. Alex Leon, who will be on the show next week, to talk about his platform. All right. Lisa, you may have to log back in, Queen. I don't know what happened. I can't hear you. I don't know if you're on mute. Nope. Christina, they are a stepping stone to get bigger and better things. Yes, you're talking about Notary Go. That is correct. Lisa, you may have to come back in and come back out. Exactly. Know your budget. So glad this is being stressed. Yes, Riri. Budget is everything. Thanks, Ty and Lisa, for these pearls. Thank you so much. I'm waiting on Miss Lisa, y'all. I don't know what she's doing. Still waiting on you, Queen. Can't hear you. I'm going to keep reading. Christina, there's a good video on YouTube about signing agent basics. Yes, I saw that video. I do recommend that video, you guys. What are your thoughts on leasing printers? I can't hear you. Just log off and come back in if you can hear me. Miss Lisa's having technical difficulties, y'all. What are your thoughts on leasing a printer? I don't have any thoughts on that, Akeisha. If I don't know something, I won't speak on it. But if there's somebody in the audience that can help Akeisha, please do so. All right. So Miss Lisa's going to be back, y'all. Hopefully she will use the same link that I just gave her. Yes. Are you back?
Yes. I'm like, what do I do?
Yes, Kendra is awesome. Yes, I've seen Kendra's videos. They're on point. You will not be disappointed. We're at the top of the hour, but you know what? We're going to keep going till we get to these questions, and there's a lot of them. Sure. Is there anything that you want to inject as regards to just being a new notary and or a loan signing agent? I would tell everybody, don't focus on loan signing agent, because everybody and their mama come in to be a loan signing agent. I'm not saying it's saturated, because there's no such thing as saturation, in my humble opinion. As long as there's people that need houses.
Right. Well, you have to make yourself invaluable. That's the key. You build your relationships, like you said. Old Republic Title knows you because you've done 50 signings for them or 30 signings for them through Notary Go. You become their preferred notary. You build those relationships. They know when you send stuff in, even if you make a mistake, you're on top of getting it fixed. And that's the important thing. We're all human. I don't know any perfect people. So if you make a mistake, own it and go fix it.
Yes. Yes. And I think that's important as a loan signing agent. I don't care what nobody says. A lot of people say, oh, I'm not going to leave my house for $150, or I'm not going to pay for my mistake. That's not on me. Da, da, da. Well, then I guess you will never go forward in your business, because at the end of the day, it's a give and take, right? This business is about networking. You are a part of a team, right? It's just not, oh, I signed it to 100 companies and then that's it. No, you want them to keep calling you to be a part of their team. So you want to be able to make sure that you are bringing value, not, hey, how can I help? How can you help them? That's how you're supposed to present yourself. This is how I can help you. Right. That's all you want to know. That's it.
Exactly.
Okay. So looks like we have some questions about advertising. So Canva is amazing. I use their premium because I'm not paying $1 for every single download that I do. It is a little bit expensive. I think it's like $40 or something like that, but Canva is amazing. So I would totally use that for any advertising that you do. And it's free. Everyone Googles. Yes, that's what I'm telling y'all. If you don't have a Google My Business, get one, because everybody says notary near me. Everybody does that. That's like a key word.
Exactly.
Hint, hint. Just saying. It's a key word. Saying. Canva for advertising pics. Yes, yes, yes. Great information. Thank you so much, Yolanda. I appreciate you. I have to return something to UPS tomorrow, so I will definitely be promoting my business. Yes.
Build those relationships. That's what this business is all about.
Yeah, that's all it's about.
Get in there, get to know the UPS man, the FedEx man.
Yes. Yes. That's what I'm telling you. Like,
give them a flyer, say, hey, I know during the day you all take care of this, but after hours, if somebody asks you, can you pass my information along? That's it. Right? This is what I always say. Before there was technology, what did you have? Word of mouth. That's all you had. Right? Now people have technology and they sit behind an email or they sit behind a computer thinking that that's what's going to bring them business. No, that's when I started. I was like, you know what? I did all this stuff. I'm good now. I'm waiting 1 month, 2 months. What's going on? 3 months. Oh, I didn't get out into the public and say, hey, I'm here. I'm a new notary. Exactly. Just saying. Ladies, we're going to have a part 2. That's if Miss Lisa wants to come back. Anytime. I appreciate you so much. This is great. Thank you so much. You're doing fine. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate you. I see notaries advertising 24/7 service. Is that reasonable? Thoughts? That is a good question. I probably wouldn't advertise 24/7 because that's probably not realistic. But you might say available, I wouldn't say unusual hours, but just, availability outside normal business hours. Yeah, I don't personally have 24/7. I don't want nobody bringing up my phone. I can't do it. Right. But people do. And I think appointment. then
By
that way they
appointment, right?
know that
Yes.
it can be whatever's convenient for them.
Yeah. And this
Available
is
for your convenience.
Yeah, and this is what I would tell y'all. When I did my business, I have my Google My Business, but sometimes the customer is just going to call you, and then you have to make a discernment if you are busy or not, if you're
Right.
in hours or after hours. So you have to have your set schedule. For me, I don't work on
Boundaries.
Mondays. Yes, boundaries. Mondays I'm not working. Tuesdays 11 to 5. The rest is 9 to 6. Fridays, whatever. Right. So you have to determine your hours that fits for you, that you're not going to drive yourself crazy. No chasing money. You're creating money. Just saying.
Totally agree.
North Carolina doesn't allow additional fees. I heard about that. Roderick, welcome, King.
Well, Roderick, maybe you need to get with some CPAs or some other people and try to figure some stuff out.
I heard about
it. Be creative. Think outside the box.
Yeah. That's what. Listen, I'm about to derail again. That's what signing services do. Hey, if you, I'm sorry, I'm going to go on a tangent real quick. They're going to say, hey, if you forgot your signature, I'm going to reduce your fee by $10. And supposedly I'm supposed to talk about this, but I'm going to do it anyway. $10. They just make up stuff. Make it up. But there's no governing law that says, hey, if I do X, Y, Z, you're going to take my money. My money
Right.
that I'm still on a printer, a toner. I'm driving my gas, my mileage while you sit behind a computer. I'm just saying. I'm done. Okay, moving on. Right? Yes. For real. Yes. Tracy, let's see here. I think many of those people do that for marketing purposes. I agree. I don't think many people are actually willing to get up at 2 a.m. to go notarize something. You never know.
Well, if you're not willing to do it, then I definitely would not
advertise
recommend putting it out there that you would. Now, there's some people that, like to be up past whatever.
Some people do it though.
Right.
Yeah.
But just advertise what your hours are. Just say by appointment only. And then you can decide at that time whether or not you want to take that appointment at that time.
I agree.
You can always say it's a conflict in my schedule with what's convenient for you. It's your business, right?
Exactly. You have to give an itemized receipt for those additional fees. Okay. I can go on a whole.
I'm sure there's a way to get around it. You just haven't found it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's always a loophole to something. Just make sure you in legal boundaries. Exactly. That's all I'll tell you. Thank you, ladies, so much for this forum. Thank you so much, Notary Zone. LOL, drop the docs off in Zimmer. Yeah, I used to do that. I'm commissioned and took my oath, but the Nna background check has not come back. My background check took me 3 months. So I don't know. You can call, but I don't know if that's really going to matter. I say the same thing about experts. Yeah.
The funny thing about that, now I initially did my background with Notary Go. And then when I became Nna certified, I'm sure they didn't rerun my background check. I'm sure they took, because it's the same company, it's Backgrounds Online. They just pulled what I already did.
I have to agree. We're almost done. Well, not really, but you let me know when you're ready to tag out, Miss Lisa.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. I got mine in December. All paperwork was done in a week or so, but I didn't get the actual commission until January. COVID delays, indeed. NNA's policy is okay for general notary work only. Yes. But there's really no but. I mean, because you're literally getting in your car with your stamp or your certificates, right? With your pen and clipboard, whatever you have. That's it, right? What do you think? There could be some personal life. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't think so. I could be wrong. I'm sure somebody would be like, you're wrong, Ty. That's okay. There's always something to learn about everything. Indeed. What else do we have? You stated earlier to regularly post on your Google My Business site. Do you mean post maybe like neighborhood specials you're offering or weekly? That's exactly correct. But I always tell y'all to blog, right? So if you have a website, you need to be blogging. People make a living simply off of blogging because of affiliate links or sponsorships or whatever. There's so many things y'all could be doing to create money outside of just loan signing, right? Make it, not, I was about to say, make somebody else's money. That's fine. All right.
Find your niche.
Find it. So yeah, what you just said, Riri, is absolutely correct. If you have a website, I would definitely blog and use keywords and SEO. All right. Every signing service I've looked up wants to see your background check and your insurance. Yes, it is required. They don't want you going and dealing with people's personal information, social security numbers, right? Credit scores. That's all personal information. They want to make sure you're good and not a bad person. Is there a book or a source that's mostly common notarized general notary docs and how to complete them? Ms. Lisa.
Okay, on that take, I don't believe there is a source book for general notary work, but here's the deal. If you go out there and you Google, and I also have a list of the most commonly notarized documents, you can also go to eForms and Google those. But keep in mind, you cannot provide documents for people. But this will at least give you an idea, because on eForms, you can punch in the state and the type of form you're looking for, and it will bring one up so that you can see what the form looks like. But in most cases, you're just notarizing that person's signature, so you really don't need it. It's up to you to decide how you want to run your business. If you want to, when somebody calls you and says, I have a document to notarize, you can require them to send you a picture before you'll say yes or no that you'll notarize their document for you, if that's how you choose to run your business. The book that you're talking about, Kimberly, that NNA book is for loan documents. I don't believe it is for general notary work.
So I'm on the NNA right now, and I'm looking at all of their books. They have the Notary Signing Agents Loan Documents Source
Right.
Book, the Notary Signing Agents Loans Documents Source Book. I would always say get a primer for your state, right? Whatever your state
carry
is.
it. Some they don't carry it for all
Some
states.
don't carry?
But,
okay.
Right. They don't have one for Kentucky. Ours isn't very big anyway. So.
I'm about to say Kentucky ain't that big. I love Kentucky though. I miss Louisville a lot. There's another book in here, y'all. I have to find it. Notary handbooks. Hang on. All right, let's get to some more questions. Check your spam folder. Oh, and I want y'all to know something. If y'all on my newsletter and you have not put my newsletter into your inbox, do that, because it'll probably end up in your spam. Just want to let y'all know that. All right, can you speak about having business phone number? Oh, yes. Let's talk about it. Can you speak about having a business phone number, Google Voice, separate lines, etc., etc.? Ms. Lisa.
Okay, I'm frugal, so I'm not spending the money for all that extra stuff. I'm sorry. I want my money in my pocket. I don't, if that's how you want to spend your money, that's one thing I don't do, is I don't tell people how to spend their money. It's your money. You spend it how you see fit. Initially, I don't think I wouldn't spend the money. That's personal though. But you have to decide, can you afford to spend the money? Can you afford another business phone number? Google Voice is well, I don't think Google Voice costs anything. So you might want to start out with that.
Google Voice is $10, I thought.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
It's free.
I told you I'm cheap. I'm frugal. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna make you a t-shirt that says frugal. I swear I am.
My shirt. I'm not spending the money personally.
So for me, I have two phones. It took me a minute to do that. I wanted to make sure my return on my investment was going to wait for me having another phone.
Yes.
So for me, if the return on investment does not equate to you getting another phone, don't do it. If somebody tells you Android sucks, that's the reason why you're not getting signings, so you need to get an iPhone, that's not true. That don't got nothing to do with nothing. Okay.
Right.
For Google Voice, when I was doing it, I couldn't discern who was calling me and who wasn't. I didn't know what was business and what wasn't. So after a while, I just got a separate phone. So again, look at your budget. If it equates to it, me personally, get another phone, because I know if this business phone's ringing, it's only business. It ain't my parents or whoever. Okay. So hopefully that answers the question. This is awesome. The American Society of Notaries also offers state-specific courses for general notary work.
Yes, and they are good. I took my course.
I like
so
American
highly recommend that.
I like American Society of Notaries, honestly. I need to get some water. Sherry Logan NNA has one that I bought, loan document source book. Yep. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you. Everybody's saying amen. That must have been I was talking about the the signing companies. Don't get me started. Ugh. Don't get me started. They sent an email that said the NNA background checks were delayed for my county. Okay. What's another service for business phone? Google Voice is not doing forwarding anymore. I have a separate phone, Queen, so I couldn't recommend anything. Unfortunately. You want to see the question again?
Like I said, I don't use it. So do what you can afford to do. If you're just starting out, I wouldn't fool with an that's a
Yeah,
whole
I wouldn't
extra
either.
something
Yep.
that you have to deal with. So initially I would not do it. If you've
Okay.
got $3, $4, $5,000 just laying around and you don't need it back for 6 months, then go ahead and go out and buy and do all this stuff. Hope you get your money back in 6 months. But I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, starting out, I would not get a brand new phone. I mean, what I do now when I'm for my business, I make sure that the money that I'm making can pay for my line. So I'm not dishing out my own coins. You know what I mean? So that's how I do. That's how I pay my phone bill.
Looks like Kayla says that Google Voice is free. So
Okay, cool. Because when I started, they were charging me $9.99. I don't know what that was, but maybe it was just something else. Streamline. I've used SmartLine before through GoDaddy. Kimberly from Christina says, look into SmartLine. Go for it, Lisa.
I think there was an app that I saw recently. It may have been on Facebook for a second line, but it's an app, so it may not cost anything. So you might check into that. I think it's called Second Line.
Okay. I love the camaraderie, Queens. $9.99 plus tax a month. I told you. I knew it was, unless that's for GoDaddy, SmartLine. I prefer reverse mortgages. That's my thing. I've never heard that before.
Well, I'm glad you do. How much money are you making with those reverse mortgages?
Darkness
I hear there's
Falls.
a lot of pages.
You are a trooper. I've done one and one. I have not done no more after that. Yeah. And I love the elderly community. I love them, but it's a unique skill that you have to have when dealing with reverse mortgages. Yeah.
Yes.
It can normally take 30 minutes, could take 2 hours, 2.5 hours, right?
Patience. If you're talking 250 some pages, patience.
Yes, yes. Yes, say that. Go do the work, babies. Yes. Darkness Falls. We have a lot. Lisa. That's great because so many people don't want to touch those because of how long they take. So more opportunities for you. That is true.
I'll keep that in mind. I guess you can name your own price, but let me do a few first. To see if I want to do 250, 300 pages. Let me go do 2 of something else.
So true. So true. Christina said, oh, see, that's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all have to check the wording. Y'all have to check the wording. Just because somebody tells you to go do it, don't mean it. You have to do your homework. You have to do your homework. I can't stress that enough. That's what I'm talking about, Ty. I'm start off with a DBA. So DBA is doing business as. So that means you may have something else, right? So you're just going to put a Band-Aid on the top of it and call it something else. It's cool. What? You have an opinion? I need to go get some water.
No, I'm going to leave that one alone.
All right. Notaries, Nikita, what's up, Queen? Notaries in North Carolina can give the oath or affirmation to support constitutions. We can swear in an appointee. Nice. You learn something every day. I didn't add my address when I verify my Google My Business. How do I get verified with my address on Google My Business? Put in your address.
Probably have to add it.
Just put in your address. Like people make this like
take it off.
Take it off. That's what I did. Yes, people swear, don't put your personal in there. By the time you verify it, ain't nobody going to see it because your business is not published until Google verifies that you are real, right? So you having your personal address in there is just for them to verify you. Once it's verified and your listing is published, change it. I think we make things so complicated when it doesn't need to be.
Oh, because we're stubborn. Oh, did I say that?
Everybody showing love to each other. I love it. I have legal shit already. So when I call them, what do I ask for? Just say that you are a loan sign. Actually, you know what? You can hit me up or you can hit up Phil Shannon. Because all you have to say is you are a loan signing agent, or don't do that. Reach out to me or Phil Shannon, and then we can help you on what to get for them. Because there's a special.
Isn't it professional or personal liability insurance?
Yeah, it's professional personal. Yeah. And I'm not saying that for y'all to come on to Legal Shield. It's just that there's certain things that you can get a different price versus going through them directly. If you link up with someone that already has Legal Shield, right? You can get a huge discount. So that's why I say don't call them directly. But for your question, it's either professional or personal, but they should be able to tell you. Just let them know that you're a loan signing agent. Miss Jackie. Oh, she want me calling her Miss Jackie. Jackie, what's up? Target for what, Queen? Go back and watch all your videos. Thank you so much, Kimberly. I appreciate you. This is the only one that I've been raw like this. It's just been a heck of a day and a heck of a 4 months. So, and I appreciate Miss Lisa just being just thug with it. I love it. I just signed up for Udemy. I got the best class on there for $14.99 instead of $109. I heard about that course. I heard it was okay.
That's the one I started out with.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Always. You're very welcome, Sandy. I will help if anyone has any questions. Jackie. All right. Do you have anything else as I'm just scrolling through, popping up? Everybody's saying.
I sent you a bunch of documents that people were asking for. So
let me check. You sent
some of them I sent messenger, some of them I sent email.
Oh, I got it. Signing companies 2021, common types of real estate closings, copy of the top 35 documents. So hello, if you're on my newsletter, I'm going to be sending this out. There's 3 Excel documents.
And the one that's got the top 35, there's also a second tab that's got like 80 some documents on it. All
right, so this is called top 35 documents. And then there's one called commonly notarized documents. So if you're on my newsletter, I will be sending these out to you. Actually, it's going to be Basecamp. So y'all got that little link. You're going to get 24 hours and I'm going to take it down. And then you have to get with Miss Lisa so then she can help you. I'm just saying.
You have to become my buddy.
Hey! Thank you for this great information today. Learning to take what I need and leave the rest. Yes, Natasha. I love it. If you install Rakuten app on your phone or computer, you can get cash back. I have not downloaded the app. I did not know that. See, more money, more free money.
Throwing money at us.
Even if it's $1, $2, it all adds up. Who cares? It adds up. Thanks, Christina. Christina's been awesome in the chat. Thank you both so much. I love you guys. I love you too. Sandy, I'm brand stinking. I love it. I'm brand stinking new, just finishing my 6 hours. Do you suggest once I pass my notary exam, should wait to be commissioned before taking the loan signing exam? No. Miss Lisa, what do you think?
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Once you take, go ahead.
No, go for it. I've been talking. I need some water.
No, once you pass your notary exam, feel free to go ahead and get your commission for loan signing, but make sure you get some training along with that too. Don't just take the exam and do the background check and think that you're done. You need to do some training in that area with the documents.
Yeah, so a lot of people think that they have to wait for their commission before they can do, before they can take a loan signing exam. No, because y'all know I have extreme ADD, so I'm doing multiple things at multiple times. And if you have the ability to do it, use your time wisely. You know
exactly.
I mean? All right. Thank you both for taking the time to connect and give us all these wonderful nuggets. You're very welcome, Betsy. Congratulations, Sandy. Thank you, Nikita. Oh, Griffin. Hang on, y'all. I got to tell you, I'm bringing Griffin to the Abnormal Notary show. You talking about Miss Lisa going in? Me and Griffin going to go in. He's going to be on May the 9th. Sorry. Griffin Notary Service, his YouTube is great, gives honest advice and cares for our notary community as well. You ladies share the same spirit as him. Yes, Notary Zone, that's why we connected. And he said
yes. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. I like Griffin. Just did a Zoom with him. Griffin is awesome. Follow him. Y'all better sign up for Ty's newsletter. Thanks, Tracy. I adopted her.
Yes, Kayla has adopted me.
Aww. I'm such a weirdo. Thanks, Ty, for all the information you always provide. No worries, Mimi. What do you think of Notary Earth? So I'm not going to say too much because I'll start getting angry on some things that I've been going through. But Notary Earth is a brand new all-in-one business suite similar to Notary Gadget, Notary Assist. Okay, Notary Gadget and Notary Assist. I love them both. I love Sue Hope, but they're really catered just to one thing, which is loan signing. Right. With Notary Earth, it's going to be an all-in-one business suite. You can do your general notary work. You could do your loan signing. If you want to get into apostilles, authentication, it's going to do all that stuff. And our goal is to automate, right? So a lot of people have MalIQ, QuickBooks. They have various applications to do one thing. Notary Earth will be an all-in-one, so you can just keep it on the one platform. But it is new, so we're evolving. He's brought me on board to bring out the product. I'm working with several people, Jackie being one of them, to test. And we want notaries that are on the ground to say, you know what, if I had this in an application, this would help me so much. So that's what Notary Earth is about. So if you're not signed up, you get your 41st free. After that, it goes to $8.99. Okay. But we are working on that product and it's going to be the bomb. I don't care who didn't invest or not. Just saying. Moving on. I'm going to be good because God is good, right? I did prayer this, Lisa. Yep. Yep. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. Notary Zone. I got loan doc training from Griffin Notary from YouTube. Only charge. Yep. That's how much I'm going to be charging. But I don't really.
There's resources out there where you don't have to pay for notary documents. Free and Clear has the documents out there as well.
Who?
Free and Clear.
Who's that?
It's a website that offers the documents out there. I don't know that they have them in different packages, but they do have the different documents that you can look at.
Free and Clear? Free
and Clear.
A better way to shop for mortgage, lender doctoring. All right, y'all, I'm going to pop it on here real quick. Freeandclear.com, loan documents. Freeandclear.com. We're going to have to wrap up, y'all. Because they keep pulling it in. They love you. I love it. Freeandclear.com. She said you can go and get valid loan documents. But again, make sure that you research what you're looking at. If you have questions, find a mentor. All right. I'm skipping over some of you guys. I appreciate y'all. Many of the notary groups, they could have these lists in the file section. Yes, check that. Yeah, but Christine, you also have to make sure some of those lists are old too. But some of them have good ones. What you ladies take in Ron? What you ladies? Okay. Oh, so what's our take on Ron? We may have to do a part 2, Lisa. Questions are coming galore. I'm gonna have to put a time on this. What time you want to stop?
That's on you. I'm available. So
you're available. All right. Well, let's keep rocking then. I'm gonna put you on the screen by yourself though, because I got to get some water.
Oh well, go. You can.
All right. That. It says
I'll talk a little bit about Ron. I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
I
I'll be back.
Send you some information that you can also post about Ron. I think there's probably money to be made, but like with any platform, you need to first check with your state to see whether or not what providers that they'll work with, or what their requirements are. That make sure that the platform that you're looking at is one that your state will work with or that meets your state requirements. I like US Notary or onenotary.us, but it's not in Kentucky yet, so we don't do that one. So I haven't done it yet because that particular platform is free. Some of the others do have a charge, so I'll just encourage you to do your homework, but I will send her some information so that she can post about the RON platforms if you all want. I'll do that right now.
So RON platforms, I'll give you some off the bat, Miss Lisa, while you do that. So RON platforms, there is Notarized, there's Notary Cam, there's Doc Verify. Pavazo, you have to be nominated by lender or title company. I know Amrock does Pavazo. Signex is good. There's Live Notary. There is onenotary.us. That's all I know right now. I think Miss Lisa will give you guys the rest of them. All right.
I'm just going to forward that information to you because there
To
is
me?
quite a few and they do charge a fee. Yeah, there's to get your digital certificates, there's Ident or Ident Trust, National Notary
Yeah, I did try.
Association. But yeah, there's a lot of different Notarized, Safe Docs, Notary Cam, at Notarized, Online Notary Net, eNotary Seal, or some of the employer platforms, and they have independent ones too. And they vary. Like Doc Verify looks like it's
They're
$780 a
expensive.
year.
They're ridiculous.
So
I would never sign
yeah,
up with Dr. Verify, but people swear by him. So again, it doesn't matter what I think, it's what you think and what fits your budget.
like I said, I like the One Notary because it's free. And then I
Yeah.
think after you do so many, they let you bring your own clients on. So it really just, you have to decide what you want to do with that platform before you decide if that's something you want to invest in.
Agree. And I will be having, and speaking of Ron, I'll be having Takesha Smith Robinson, After Hours VA, on here to talk about Ron specifically. She will be here April 25th, if God says the same. All right. So be in tune for that one. Many of the notary Facebook groups have these lists. And yes, we talked about that one. They're talking about Griffin, about his documents. He went over many different docs and scenarios over 2 hours. Yep. Check out the video by Side Hustle Seattle. She compares the Ron platforms. Okay. Get that in. Oh, man. Notary Earth is good to you. Get free sign. Yes. You get 40. And the other ones, I think they charge 15 or something like that. But I would say if y'all going to tap in, y'all need to tap in because it's going to be evolving, especially if my hand's going to be on it. Not trying to toot nothing, but it's kind of like with anything, like your business, right? Like your loan signing, your general notary work, your name is behind it. So you want to make sure that it's going to be 100, period.
Right.
Period. Thank you for sharing. Going to check him out. I've seen some of his videos. Yes, I'm keeping 100, y'all. Griffin is raw. Like he don't play no games. So if you got feelings that's going to be hurt, be prepared. And I love it because you know I like disrupting spaces. All right, what else we got? I didn't add my address to Google My Business before I verified. So how do I get off the suspension list? Just add your address. That's all. You can also hit their support as well. Good share about. Okay, I don't know what that is. Thank you, signing Lisa. This information is great. Awesome.
You're welcome, Olivia. Thank you.
You know what's also really good? When you know that you are a good, not necessarily a good person, you are a good person. But when you're invested, you remember people. You remember their names, right? A lot of people just take your money. You know what? I'm gonna keep going.
Get off your soapbox.
You can't even reach them. You took my money. Why I can't reach you for it? I don't understand. Anyway, this information is so helpful. Thank you. Very welcome. Thanks for Zerby website. I just bought a case of legal size paper for $49. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. There you go, Miss Lisa. I love it. I love it.
Remember, we're frugal over here.
Frugal. G Mills, like that. No chasing money, creating. Yes. That is my motto. I should trademark it, but somebody probably are going to take it, but it's all good. Just a word. Yes, that's true. I'm in North Carolina too. Cool. Miss Lisa, there's a lot. My business is advertised as round the clock. However, I do not always accept last minute requests. It's always your discernment. Always.
Right. But you might want to say that no last minute.
Yeah. Yeah. I tend to do them if they're like desperate. Some of you aren't offering over service anymore due to a lawsuit that happened. Oh, I didn't know there was a lawsuit.
I didn't either.
I have to go research that. I'm a newbie and I'm in an attorney state, South Carolina. Can you tell me how to do business with this rule or just what are the procedures as a loan signing agent?
I'm not from South Carolina, so I definitely can't give you any advice there.
Yeah.
What I would suggest is to find a Facebook group for
Dedicated
South Carolina. And then before you even start asking questions, do your research in that group, search that file section, search the announcements, search the posts, and see what people are talking about before you ask a question. And then go from there. I don't know. Check with the SOS to see what you can charge. Sometimes people are caught up in being a loan signing agent. And I'm just saying, find your niche. It doesn't have to be loan signing. If you're in a state like Kentucky where you can name your own fee, I could probably make more money doing something else. So you just have to get out there and find your niche.
Yeah. If I don't want to accept an odd hour sign, yeah. So, is it Dion? Ms.
Yeah.
Gardner, can you just re-ask your question? I'm not following what you mean. If you're talking about last minute signings, no, I don't do last minute signings unless, I don't got nothing going on.
Yeah, just say that you're unavailable or that it's a conflict.
Yeah. Or you don't have to say anything at all. Here's the thing. A lot of people think, I'm gonna go derail for a second. For SnapDocs, right? A lot of people say, oh, if I don't say no, or if I don't answer that text message, does that mean I'm not going to get any more? No.
No.
I can give you my phone. You know how many signings I don't answer to?
Your rating will go down. That's all. That doesn't mean you won't get any more.
The rating of acceptance, not the rating as far as you as a signing agent.
Exactly.
That's just that percentage up there doesn't mean anything. They're just letting you know how many times you click the button. That's all.
Exactly. And I think that resets every week. So don't.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, don't.
Get off friends. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It doesn't matter. You don't have to accept them if you don't want to. The sky's not going to fall. If you can't do it, don't answer. Yeah. I'm going to do that Diane cause. I have 24/7 on my business page. Okay. I have legal shit for years. When I call them, ask for, no, it's just professional. Just say professional personal liability. That's all. And I wouldn't use gap. We're just saying gap because there's a gap.
It's going to fill in the gap.
Notary and loan signing, in that middle. That's all that is. Just don't say gap. Just say professional or personal. There's a book NNA has for $49. Yeah, I think that's the NNA source book. If you're talking about the loan
signing documents.
Coast to Coast has really put up a YouTube tutorial on most common loan document notarizations. Yeah, I'm hearing Coast to Coast is doing like a weekly training or something like that.
Yeah, I'd say they're stepping up their game.
Yeah, they monetize. I'm sorry. I didn't say that. All right. That's what I was talking about. Yep. I recommend you check out Lori Buell for all things general notary. She's a trainer with NNA. Yes. I have her full general notary training. It's really, really good. If you guys have any questions, just let me know on that. All right. You can download state-specific certificates from the NNA. Yes, you can. But you have to be a member.
It's free.
Only a member. Yeah. Yeah. Only a member. But you know what? I'll hook you up.
Well, get in the Facebook group with the other people from your
Some of them uploaded. Yeah.
And they'll share. Most people will share with you if you ask.
Yeah.
But you have to ask.
Yeah, you have to ask. Can you do the NNA background check before being a notary and or waiting for your commission? They kind of all reside in together, but go for it.
I think you have to have your commission.
Your commission first before you get a background check.
Yes.
Yeah, it all works in conjunction with each other, but I think, Miss Lisa, it's your commission first, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of questions, y'all. We love y'all to still be here. I'm just saying. My Secretary of State has blank notarial certificates as well on their website. Can you also check there? I've never checked it.
I think most states do. And that's funny that she should even mention that because a lot of people don't even think to do that.
I didn't.
Download that handbook. Have that handbook and those notarial certificates in that notary bag.
Exactly. Coast to Coast has recently put up a loan document tutorial on loan document notarizations, the most common mistakes. Okay, I think we just had that one. Google Voice is free, said Tanisha. I have 2 phones, so do I, Ms. Gardner. How do you get off the suspension? Okay, so we just talked about that. Add your address to it. T-Mobile gives free virtual numbers for its customers. But can you discern who's calling? Can you put a ringtone to it?
You probably not initially. But once you know the number, you can. Once you make them a contact, you probably can.
Oh gosh. I love it. Okay, if anyone has Amazon Prime or Kindle Unlimited, those books listed on the NNA are free. What?
Good to know.
I didn't
Thanks
know
for
that.
sharing that
Thank you
tidbit.
so much, Tracy. We're almost done, y'all. I do because when my business phone rings, I know it's business and I have to answer the call. Okay. Change the ringtone. I did that. It still didn't work. Probably 'cause I have ADD. I don't know. Thank you, ladies. I'm enjoying this. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate you. To lessen that, I set it up where when the business line has calls, it shows up as my business name.
Okay.
Okay. $150 for closes, $125 for applications. Not following. You know what you
Maybe
mean?
that was when he was talking about the reverse mortgages.
Oh, okay. The best way around this to bring me a Google phone as contact info. Okay. Everybody's talking about the Google Voice. All right, let's go down some more. Somebody says they use their P.O. box as my address on my Google page. I didn't think you could do that, actually. I wonder if it worked. I didn't think you could do that. I didn't think you could. Do you have LLCs or are you operating your own social security number? So Ash, in the beginning, I was operating under my own security number. A lot of people do not like that because they don't want to be giving their social security numbers to all of these title companies and lenders, even though they deal with social security numbers all the time, but whatever. So if you want to do an LLC, you can. If that's your fear and you don't want to be giving people your social security number, you can give them your EIN number, which is attached to your LLC. Right. So that is your discernment, whichever one you want to do. Reread. Exactly how Ty explained, changing the address for the Google business site is what I did. Follow these gems, people. Thank you so much, Riri. I appreciate you. Thank you. Disregard my second question. Okie dokie. Christina, get an EIN so you don't have to use a social. So again, it's all up to what you want to do. I use my social all the way up until February of this year. So you do what works for you. Also, if you use LLCs, do you pay yourself as an employee? Yeah, you're talking about that. You're now dipping into S Corp. So LLC is completely different. And I don't want to get into the whole tax bracket because I'm not a legal expert, so I can't do it. But what I can do is try to find someone to come onto the show to specifically talk about LLCs. You can also go back to my previous YouTubes that I've done with Bill Soroka, Sue Figueroa. She was a tax preparer. I also did one with Marissa Scott. She's a business certified tax consultant. So if you go back to those two videos, they explain everything about I totally forgot about that. They explain everything about LLCs, S Corps, your tax reductions, all that stuff. So go back to those videos. They're probably the first and third video I did. We'll answer all those questions for you. I forgot about that. That's sad. Oh, Lord, help. What we got? I'm a sole proprietor, but I do have it. Yeah, yep. How do I receive your newsletter? Hey, Sherry, go to my Instagram bio. So the Abnormal Notary. If you click the link tree, it should be the first or the second. Lord help me. Link, just click on that and then subscribe. And then we're good. Make sure y'all check y'all spam because, I'm going to be moving away from AWeber. Just to let y'all know. They get on my nerves. You and this 24 hours, Ty. I think they're starting to see I'm crazy. Thank you. You're welcome, Queen. All right. From my understanding, yes, you're supposed to pay yourself as a reasonable wage. Check my other videos, y'all. It'll answer those questions. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Kimberly, just go to my LinkedIn. That's a LinkedIn. Go to my Instagram. Linktree. Second or third link. Sign up that way. I may pop on Clubhouse, y'all. Just let y'all know. EIN is free. You can get it regardless of your business level. I'm a sole proprietor and yes, that's facts. Ty, thanks for staying later today. We appreciate the love. I appreciate. Listen,
yes,
I was
we appreciate the love.
Lisa, I'm on Miss Lisa because she's the one that's the queen here. I love it. So I'm here with her. But thank you so much, Pamela. I appreciate you. I'm a sole proprietor and haven't. Yes. So you can be a sole proprietor. What's so crazy, y'all, is when you do an LLC and you're a single member, they still consider you a sole proprietor. I'm just letting you guys know. Okay. Everything will still be filed under your social security number.
LLC is limited liability.
Liability corporation. Check my other videos, y'all. Y'all get your answers on that, on the LLC and S Corps and all that. Thank you very much,
Oh,
Miss
Sandy,
Lisa.
you're welcome.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. How I can get a list on 100 companies. So Miss Lisa just sent me an Excel doc. I have 4 documents. I'm going to be putting it into my newsletter. Check them out. Did you vet out those companies, Miss Lisa?
No, I didn't have time to vet out all those companies.
All right, so I'm going to put a disclaimer.
Yes, please
The disclaimer,
do.
y'all.
Please
But I'm
do.
working on a list too. Let's let y'all know I'm working on a list too that I will be vetting out personally. So that will be coming out probably in a month or 2.
Now, let me stop you there for a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Keep in mind that when you sign up for these companies, some of them you are going to send an email. Some of them you're going to be the vendor partner. Some of them you'll just say, how do I apply? And they'll tell you what you need to do. It's just different ways. So don't think there's one way that you do everything. But I would suggest that you create a PDF file on your tablet, your phone, your laptop, whatever you
Yep.
use, and put your W-9 in there, put your E&O, put your bond, your commission. Let's see, what am I missing?
Bond, commission, E&O, your background check.
Your background check. Just put those in a folder on your computer or phone. Then that way, when you go to sign up for some of these companies, you can. Some of them will send you out an application. Like Amrock has an application that's like 30 pages. You have to fill that out and send it back with the other information. And just since we are talking about Amrock, sometimes they'll tell you that you have to have the 50 signings or 6 months or a year's experience, and sometimes they don't. Honestly, it depends on what area you live in. So I would say apply anyway. And if they ask you to do a resume, create a resume, because they're looking for something in that resume. So just know that whatever information they ask you for, give it to them. Don't shortchange it, because it's all a process. If they say, send me all these documents back, they want to know that when I tell you to do something, you know how to do it. And if you don't follow directions, then you might not be a good fit for load signing. I'm just saying.
And you make a good point, because a lot of people, when they come into the industry, they think they can make,
shortcuts
and not go through the process. One thing I have learned, even with this whole tobacco this morning, I was trying to do a shortcut by staying home and not coming into the office, knowing my internet connection is horrible, but I did it anyway, right? But I think that you have to make sure that you just do the right thing. So just do the right thing. Just go through the process. It's going to be painful. It's going to suck. You're going to have to probably wait a month or 2 before the phone rings. But trust me, as you go through the process, you will then go like this. Okay?
But it's a lesson in the journey of the whole process.
That's the key. That is the key. Always a lesson. Always a lesson. That's life. That's my life.
Bruce, it's actually more than 100 companies. It's over 400 companies. But
there's a lot of freaking companies.
Start with signing up with 100.
Yeah. And me and Miss Lisa, we disagree on that, but she's the queen today.
Well, I say sign up for 100. You want to stay busy. So, but you have to, the bottom line is this, it's your business. Yeah. You have to decide what's best for you. If you want your phone ringing off the hook, then keep signing up. Eventually, you're only going to work for probably a handful of companies. But until you figure out which handful that is, keep signing up.
Yep. When you're getting your EIN, make sure you're on the actual government website. Yeah, I've seen those pop up that are not actual government
that
sites.
That charge a fee to do that.
Yeah,
it's free.
So that's good advice right there. Everybody loves Griffin. I'm telling y'all, May 9th, you better be tuned in. It's going to be hot. Very welcome. You know what I should do, Miss Lisa, is have you and Griffin on the show. Oh,
just let me know when.
Oh, I mean, we may have to do that one. What time are you thinking about going on Clubhouse? It'll probably be later. What time is it right now? I don't know. Probably about, y'all know I do my pop-ups. I don't know. Probably 5:25. Probably. Uncle Griff is the truth. Yes, he is. Monique, you're great, Ty. Thank you for all you do. Lisa, thank you for taking the time.
Connecticut Newbie. I'm from Connecticut.
You know, I got stuck. I'm like, what's that acronym? CT. I know what that is. Sorry. Connecticut. Very awesome. And I appreciate y'all sticking around. Jackie, thank you so much, Queen. Thank you, ladies. Also, the comments and questions are helpful too. Yes. Everybody in
welcome,
the
Jessica.
chat, yes, is helping each other. I freaking love it. How do I invest into Notary Earth? Lord Jesus, please. Sandy, hit me up here. Go hit me in my DM if you're serious, because I'm looking for investors, honestly. But right now we're just trying to get the business model. We have the shell out there right now for you guys to use, but I have like 5 people that are doing some testing. But if anybody, when I say anybody, have ideas in how they believe they want something to work, it doesn't matter if you think it's far-fetched. Send it to me, email me, DM me, because we are going to blow the space up. I don't care. My name is on it. It's going to happen. And God's behind me, so it's going to happen. I'm just saying.
There you go.
Next. All right. I get amped up because there's so many like groups here, and there's groups here, and there's groups here. I just wish everybody was just coming together as one group, you know? Let's support each other. That's fine. I'm done. Moving on. Ooh, ooh, yeah. We're almost at the bottom. I'm a new notary and want to say that your page has been great. Oh, thank you so much, Bruce. I appreciate you, King. Thank you as always for finding so much great info for free 99. Like I said on Clubhouse, you need to drop your Cash App, Zelle. Is it in the description? I'll drop it right now. Let's see who takes action. I'm so amped up today, Lisa. I normally not like this. Normally I'm like very chilled. I'm just like, you know, at the end of the day, you have to be who you are, right? People are either going to accept you or not. That's my Cash App. Let's see who's going to holler at me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is gone. Next. I don't even like doing that, Miss Lisa. Like everybody always be asking me. I'm like, why? It's okay. Regardless if somebody accepts it or not, this is what I was told to do. So right. I'm gonna keep doing it. But I appreciate y'all so much. I can't do Ron in my state. What's your state, Kimberly? New Jersey is only temporary, so I don't even mess with it. But people swear by it. People make a lot of good money with it. Gareth has a free video that explains. Yes, he does. I love him a lot. He's amazing. And he's an older Black guy too. So you already know. I love it. Nikita. Aw, I don't even know what that was. Thank you, Nikita. I appreciate you. Please research Ron for your state. Not many states are expecting Ron accepting Ron, and people are out here saying that they are certified in all 50 states. Know your state. She's so right about that. Okay. Yeah, I think
I think with Ron, it may be as far as performing Ron, but I think, okay, let me rewind as I'm thinking about that. I'm sure if you have a document that needs to be notarized, you can probably go on Ron to have it notarized. Now, whether or not your state accepts that notarization is probably what you're talking about. So just like we've been saying, just do the research first. Don't go on what somebody else is telling you. Go to the actual page and see. And like Ty mentioned also, some of these states are making it temporary where you can do it. So think about that before you do it. That may not be a good investment for you. Right.
Okie dokie. I can't do Ron. Happy Sunday. Thank you, ladies. I've been to school today. That's awesome.
You're welcome, Tracy.
Today too. I learned a lot from Ms. Lisa, just sitting here and asking questions. So freaking awesome. Do you have to have an EIN before getting a Google business page? You do not. All it is for you to have a space in the Google world so people can find you. The EIN has nothing to do with your Google business page. That's just for people to find you. Okay. And you should do it. If nobody's got their Google page up right now, because I probably talk about Google. Actually, I may do that today. Google my business today. Because Wednesday's probably not going to happen, y'all, because I have loan signing. Okay. Which digital platforms do you receive payment on? So do you use Square, anything, Stripe, or do you just do?
See, I personally don't do Ron, so somebody else would have to answer that.
No, it says which digital platforms do you receive payment on? I think she's talking about taking money from customers.
Oh,
or he or she, I'm not sure. Sorry. More laughter. Oh, I like that. That's cool.
That's going to be probably Square, PayPal, Google Pay.
Okay. Yeah, I use Square. Square is really good. There's a lot of setup. Yeah. So for business, I use Square. There's Stripe. SnapDocs is connected to Stripe. Is it Stripe? No, Stripe. SnapDocs is connected to Stripe. So when you see that vendor pay, Vendor pay means you need to set up your Stripe account. So when they want to disperse funds to you, it automatically goes into that Stripe account that you set up on SnapDocs. Okay. So PayPal, Stripe, Zelle, whatever you want to use. You know what I mean? This is my thing. I wouldn't get into the granular things like that until you actually know what you want to do. Right. But if you want to be official, Square is good. PayPal is good. Not everybody has PayPal. Zelle, right? Stripe.
Mm-hmm.
Cash
But
App.
you'll probably want to have multiple platforms for people to be able to pay you, not just one.
Good advice. Hopefully I answered your question. More laughter. Cool name, by the way. Trademarking and so I probably should, right? It's a good idea. How do I trademark my logo and stuff? Okay, so I'm gonna have to find somebody about trademarking. There's a lot of people in Clubhouse that are trademark lawyers, but lawyers are very finicky coming on the show. So I'm gonna have to probably find somebody else that is, like us. I don't think that they're, never mind. I was about to do it. I'm not gonna do it. That can talk about trademarks and copyrights and all that. But if you wanted to copyright something, you can go to copyright.gov. You don't need an attorney for that. Shout out to Miss Valerie Williams for that. Copyright.gov. If you want to copyright your stuff, you don't need a lawyer. Trademarking, it will require a lawyer for that. And I can't really get into that because I'm not a legal expert and I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. So hopefully you understand. But I'll try to find some information or somebody to come on to talk about it. Okie dokie. Ms. Lisa, see what you done? See? To clarify, I was referring to the statement surrounding the 24/7 business. My business is advertised as around the clock, but it doesn't mean 2 a.m. LOL. Got you. I understand. For North Carolina, notarial certs are on their website for free. Listen, y'all, get it done. Look, somebody else wants to subscribe. Oh, you guys are awesome. Instagram, Linktree, second or the third link, and then sign up. Make sure, because I'm going to send them out. Oh, I didn't get the part about getting the books if you have Prime. Can you go over that again? You want to talk about that?
I think she said if you had Prime, that you could get those books.
Prime, Amazon Prime. Right. Amazon Prime.
Then just so if you go into Kindle. Prime. I think it's probably just online, though, that you can see the books.
Yeah, so Amazon Prime, Kindle Unlimited, you can get the books that they advertise on the Nna for free from what was just put into the chat.
But it's just online, though, isn't it? They don't physically send you the books, right? You don't know.
I didn't know about it.
Okay.
Stupidly.
I don't want to give the wrong information.
Exactly. I don't know, so I'm not going to comment on it. Kayla, I did that. Use the street address. Okay. What do you mean? So they still suspended you? Hit my DM. There must be something else going on. How do I get your newsletter? Instagram, Linktree, third or second link. Sherry said, if you have the Amazon Kindle Unlimited, there you go. Thanks, Kayla. So you have Amazon Kindle Unlimited, which is on Amazon Prime, I think, right? The NNA books. So. Okay. I'm gonna go check it out. I have my photo already set. Yes. Good I have job. My photo too. When I was doing my signings, listen, I was like this. Click, right? Taking me 30 minutes. I'm like, what are you doing? So then eventually I figured it out. Let me get a folder. Let me just put everything in there so I can just drag and drop,
right.
So if you don't have that, set that up, y'all. Be careful with some of these signing services. They don't like to pay. I had to report one to SnapDocs. Really? But I'm here.
It's a Facebook group called Deadbeat Signings. So sign up for that. And you can see the companies that are the deadbeats. There's a list of them.
Oh, well, I'm hoping. This list I'm going through, there's a lot of them, but I'm only going to do what I have. So I'm going to do my best to give y'all as much information as possible. And SnapDocs is very interesting. The signing services that are coming across are very interesting. Do your due diligence. Just because it comes through SnapDocs to Darkness Falls 29, it doesn't mean like it's real. Because I had signed up to somebody, they didn't pay me for 90 days. You already know I flipped out. Ms. Lisa, I flipped out. Okay. I bet you I got my check in 30 days.
You gotta do what you gotta do. That's all I can say.
Listen, this is I'm gonna go on a tangent again. This is what people need to understand when y'all coming into this business. Nobody's gonna be able to do your business like you. Nobody's gonna go get that money except you. So you have to treat it as, you know what, you taking money off my plate. But what's happening? I'm the one that's out here in these streets, going into these people's houses unbeknownst to me, right?
Exactly.
Right? You know how many people, I can't do it, but there's been a lot of people's houses that I've been in that is just, I'm just like, why did I take this $60 for? I don't. Oh, Lord. Blessings. For Ty's newsletter, go to Instagram. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. I would highly suggest joining the Facebook group Deadbeat Signing Companies so you're not working for any signing services for free. Nice plug. I love it. If you're not on that Facebook group, get into it. Deadbeat Signing Companies has a lot of stipulations to be accepted, not for newbies, I think. Okay.
No, you can be accepted. The problem is some people have, if your name that's on your commission is not the same name that your Facebook name is, then that's the people that are having a problem getting in there. I mean, it's just like in life. People have certain rules. If you don't want to follow those rules, then...
Yeah, exactly. Yep. All right. Here we go. If they need notaries in your area, they are more likely to waive those experience requirements. If they need notaries in your...
She's talking
Listen,
about
there's
AMROC.
stipulations. Come on.
She's talking about AMROC.
Oh, so you see, I'm going all crazy. It don't matter. They all do the same thing. It's not right. It's not right.
Oh yeah,
I'm just
if they
saying.
need you, they'll definitely pursue you. So that's
right. So
this apply.
Yeah. So I don't know if we could talk about this. So if YouTube takes this down, I hope they don't. But a lot of people are saying if you take low fees, that means the companies are going to say, hey, because you took this low fee, that means everybody's going to get the low fee. Do you believe in that? Do you think that's true?
No, here's what I think, and you hit on this a little bit earlier. Mm-hmm. If you don't have experience, you have to get experience. Mm-hmm. And I don't think there's a cost to operate a business.
Yes.
And so that's what everybody needs to understand as well. The fact that SnapDocs pays weekly, that's part of their business model. They pay weekly.
You mean Notary Go? You said
yes.
SnapDocs.
What did I say? SnapDocs. Oh Lord, help me. But anyway, Notary Go. They pay weekly. That's part of their business model. Yep. Take it, don't take it. Right. I don't think it affects the next person, because if I go in there and I prove myself, if I've done 10, 15, 20 signings for Old Republic Title, and they may start offering me more than $60 signings, or at least I hope so. But if they don't, I'll say, hey, I've done however many for you. I want you to pay me $30 more or $50, whatever it is. All you can do is ask. And if they say yes, then accept it and keep it moving. But if you need that money weekly, when you see something come by, I need that, I got to pay that bill. You go ahead and accept it, get your money the next week. But you do what's best for you. It's not for everybody. I don't think me accepting $60 is going to affect you, because if you've made yourself invaluable, I don't affect you. It's your business.
I mean, that's my
decide.
That's my opinion. I remember calling AMROC because everybody says, oh, sign up to AMROC, sign up to BankServe. They're amazing. But what people don't understand is just because they've been around forever doesn't mean it's going to be the same for everybody. So when I call AMROC, right, I put my, my 150, 175, whatever the heck I put on there. Ty, unfortunately, because of the competitive area that you're in, we only can give you $65 or $75.
Right. That's what's so funny. Everybody.
What do you mean?
Everybody following out AMROC.
Yes. And BankServe, you got to do an interview at the end. They give you a time that you have to come back to do an interview on a video. I didn't do it, so I'm not on with BankServe. Just want y'all to know that. Moving on.
You do what's best for your business. Build the relationships, and you can get the money
that
you want. Whomever you want.
Yes. All right, y'all. We gotta get out of here. You gotta stop posting these questions. I'm just saying.
I think somebody asked earlier how they could get in touch with me. I don't have Instagram. I'm on Facebook.
I just saw that one. Miss Lisa, hang on. I just saw that one.
So it's just Lisa Dunham.
Yeah, so here, let me put it back up here.
You can PM me.
Look her up on Facebook, y'all. Just Lisa Dunham. You need to get up to Instagram. I'm sure you would have a lot popping.
It's something else for me to learn. I'm old.
It's all good. It's all good. Riri said, as an iPhone user, put all your information in your phone for signing services when you apply. Nikita, oh, I appreciate you.
I think Nikita wants to be on the payroll. I ain't mad at you, girl.
Listen, she's my person. She's
Okay.
been yeah, she's
She's
my
taking
person.
care of you for sure.
Yeah, like she like sends me affirmations, keeps me going. Like it's hard being out here alone. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do things and give back, and it can be a lot. So I'm thankful to God for her. All right. So Christina, Kimberly, I'm new and I got in. I would check. I think they ask you for a pic of your commission because they want you to ensure non-notaries are not trying to get in.
Oh,
What's that
can
about?
I just say something about that? And it's kind of
Yeah, because
on
I'm
the
confused.
subject, but off the subject.
Yeah.
What I don't think some of the people realize in these different Facebook groups, there are actually title company people, lenders, uh, sign and service people. So please be careful and watch what you say in some of these groups because you could be blacklisted before you even get with a sign and service. So just be careful how you talk to people, how you respond to people, the types of questions that you ask. Search the post and check the file section before you ask a question. So that way you have some intelligence about yourself.
Yeah, I agree. I think that yeah, I agree. I'm gonna leave it on that one. I agree because I think a lot of times people can get confused on things, and I think if they can go through the post, read them.
Just do your due diligence before you ask a question. Because every day they're asking about printers. Every day they're asking about
I see it all the time.
it's just it's where do, I took my NNA certification and passed my background check. What's next?
What's next, Miss Lisa? I'm putting what's next, real quick. What's next?
You know what's next. If you don't have your training, you wouldn't be asking what was next if you had done some training because the training's going to tell you what you do next. Because you would have done the training before you did the NNA certification, before you did the background. But that's okay. But get some type of training because once you have the training and your certification and your background, then you start applying for those 100 companies.
Listen, I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. Um, what else do we have? I think that's golly, y'all. All right,
Okay, I just
we're
want to
gonna do it.
touch
We're gonna do it.
Dobbins. I want to
Who?
touch on this one thing. You're
Which?
talking
Where
about the
is it?
low fees.
Where is it?
It just passed. Well, it's down here. It says 1504, so I guess it just came up. The
1504.
low
Okay.
fees. Know what kind of document that you're going to be notarized. What kind of document is it? If it's a seller's package or loan modification is perfect. Loan modification is about 27 pages, 2 notarizations. They might sign about 10 times. $40. You're in there 15 minutes tops. Why wouldn't you take that? You have never done one before. That's another thing you have to realize. In some instances, you've never even seen the documents. I had a lady, I saw Facebook last night. The lady said $65 for a seller's package. Somebody posted in there, I would have countered for 90. She just told you she has never done one. She doesn't even know what's in it. She's asking you what's in the package. Why would she counter for 90? Why? And I'm thinking she's trying to sabotage her. She's trying to set her up. Now, I'm not saying travel 2 hours for $65, but if it's right down the road,
Why not?
a seller's package is maybe 15 pages, maybe 2 notarizations. It won't take you an hour to look at the packet, drive to the location, and get it notarized for $65. How much do you want to make an hour? That's the question. You have to, it's your business, you run it how you see fit.
Yeah, I agree.
It's got to make sense.
It has to make sense. For me, I don't like now. I forgot who I told, but I didn't do. That's not good English. I wasn't performing loan signing for a while, right? Because I was doing some other things, surgeries, whatever. I've now gotten back into it, but I'm not accepting a $50 fee if I'm going to travel one way for an hour. I'm not doing it, right? But in the beginning, I did because I wanted the experience and I was excited. But now I pick and choose what I do because it has to equate to my return on investment. It has to equate to my gas. It has to equate to my miles on my truck. Like you have to take all of those. So what Miss Lisa is saying, listen. I'm just saying. Don't overcomplicate the process. I think as we get into these Facebook groups, and I get it, that's all you have. I get it. But you have to know what's best for you. All of those 10,000 people don't know what your livelihood is. They don't know if you struggling or not. They don't know if
they don't know if you need that check next Friday.
Right. So you have to do what's best for you. And it doesn't mean because you go against the grain, it's bad. Hello, look at me. I always go against the grain. I don't care.
Build those relationships. It's about building relationships.
That's all.
Then when they see your name pop up, oh yeah, we want Ty to do that loan signing for us. Build those relationships. I'm not saying drive 2 hours for $60, but if it's 10 miles, 20 miles down the road, $40, $50 for a loan modification, take it.
Yeah.
Easy money. Yes. Seller's package, easy money.
Yes.
And while you're new, don't take it if it's too far away. But if it's close, take it. Once you've done 3 or 4, 5, 10, once you've done your 50, go in and tell them what you want. If you've done 20 signings for Old Republic title and they send you one, I'm going to need that 125. But you've got to get that experience. They have to see your work. They need to know that you take pride in what you do. Make yourself invaluable so that they want you. They're looking for you, or they're saying, hey, just send it to Lisa. Is Lisa available? Is Ty available? Just send it to them. You don't have to send it out to the masses.
I agree.
Build those relationships.
I agree. I don't got nothing to say after that. She said it. Drop the mic. So listen, y'all keep talking about this Cash App, y'all, and y'all gonna make me cry because if I could take a moment, Miss Lisa, Christina, Songi, True Love, Tina, Tracy, Akeisha, Nikita. You guys have sent me stuff for a Cash App. Y'all gonna make me cry. I'm not gonna do it because I'm a big baby, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna get off. I will start crying. Okay. See, it's already happening. I'm gonna put you on the screen. I'm putting you on the screen. I gotta go for a second.
Okay. If you're not sure if you should take something that you think is lowball, ask your notary buddy. Don't ask all of Facebook. Just ask your notary buddy. Hey, would you do this? Would you take this? Sometimes it's about getting experience on a different document. Like if you've never done a reverse mortgage or you think, well, more people are going to be doing those. I need to find out what this document is all about. Then go ahead and take it. But you know whether or not it's something that you want to do. But I would say, even if it's at a loss, you need to know how to do all the different documents, whether it's a refi, reverse mortgage, seller's package, buyer's package, loan modification, purchase.
Agreed.
You need to know how to do it all at least once. Then at
Don't
least you'll know whether or not you want to accept it again.
Don't be a one-trick pony. Open up your mind. There's so much money to be made. It's just not in loan signing. But your stamp can get you anywhere. Just saying. Yes. There's a lot of things you can do with your stamp. Linda Edwards, what's up, Queen? I'm using Notary Earth. Awesome. What is this? I just hit a button. I don't even know what I was doing. Hang on, y'all. I'm special. Hi, I will DM you. Okay. As well. Groovy. I got you. I'm setting my page up now. Yes, Kimberly. Let's go. I have my Notary Earth set up. Awesome, Kayla. We also have, not we, because it's Alex's company. He has a mobile app and it's dope. So you could be on the go, putting in your signings. You know what I mean? Why are you putting it up again, Nikita? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, gone. I subscribe. Awesome. Thank you so much, Queen. Square is slightly cheaper in the percentage they take. That is true. You trademark. Oh, okay. More laughter. You trademark by going on and submitting to the Department of Patent and Trademark Office. That's how I trademark my comedy business, More Laughter. You have a YouTube page, More Laughter? All right. Did it cost you a lot of money to do it? Because from what I was told, you had to go through a lawyer, but because I guess there's, legal jargon or whatever. But if it got done that way, let me know. I got some things to trademark. Yes, I have multiple in case one is down. Cool. I meant the U.S. Department. Yeah, I got what you meant. I meant the U.S. Department of Patents and Trademark. You two are so smart. No, that's Miss Lisa. But thank you, Jay.
Thank you. You're too kind.
I should accept my blessings. You know what? Didn't they say that if you don't accept your blessings, then it could be like, go to somebody else? Is that how it works? Because I always try to be
sure, but just accept them.
Yes, Miss Lisa. Smart ladies. I can listen to y'all all day. Oh, thank you so much. Linda, again, I bet you did get your money. Yes, people have reached out. I appreciate you guys so much. No, I meant to set my Google business. Okay. Use a street address. I'm going to skip some. Ash, Jersey in the house. Listen, y'all, I'm going to be putting something together for the tri-state. Hopefully in the next month or so. We found a contact, Misty, here in New Jersey. So y'all be on the lookout for that. That's going to be hot. Bank serving the others. Miss Lisa, what you think? Not to shoe you, Christina. It's just people promote them for no reason. No shit.
Right. Because honestly, now I did run across a document from BankServe that was back from 2017 on one of the Facebook groups where it looked like they were paying pretty good. But I don't know that they pay that now. Just make yourself invaluable where you can name your own fee. Yeah. It's all about business. The signing services are operating a business. They have, I don't know how many notaries that they have to take care of. They know in some instances, if a newbie goes out on something, they're probably going to have to send them back. So I'm sure when they send out the fee for those things, they know that when they send out the fee. Make yourself invaluable, and then they'll just come to you. They'll call you and say, hey, we need you to do this. What's your fee?
Yeah.
Just make yourself invaluable.
Yeah. See, I've only countered fees when the companies call me and they'll be like, oh, Ty, it's going to be $80. All right. But it's 7:00 at night. I'm not taking $70. You need to rethink that number. So I'll say 125. Oh, well, we can only go up to 150. Cool. 150 it is. Right.
Right.
This is the thing. These companies, to your point, they have overhead, right? These signing companies, they have overhead. They have employees. But I'm going to tell you something. These lenders are paying them a certain amount. They're giving you a certain amount, but they have a threshold that they can go to.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
All right. I'm just saying. Ty, because I'm a newbie, can you help me put together a notary resume? I suck at resumes, but I can help you put down like what you do and make it sound cool. Absolutely. I may give it to Ms. Lisa to look it over, but
that works.
I got you.
In my other life, I did that.
Did you? My mom used to do my resume because I am a horrible grammatical, spelling, punctuation person. Like my newsletters, I try to do good, but you already know if something's messed up, listen, DM me and be like, Ty, what are you talking about? And I'll explain it. But yeah, my mom used to do my resumes all the time. I didn't know what I was doing. It was horrible. Durata. I hope I'm saying your name right. I don't mind the low fee, but you already talked about that one. Okay, let's go down. What is this? Lisa, may you send me the 4 PDFs? So, Jaywana, it's going to be in the newsletter. So I'm going to send that out after the show or probably tomorrow morning. Okay.
If she wants to PM me through Messenger.
You don't want people PMing you. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot. I got you. But if you want to, find her on Facebook, Lisa Dunham. Is Miss Lisa on Clubhouse?
I am on Clubhouse, but I don't get on there very often.
You and I should just do a room. We should just have a conversation. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so people
we
can
do
come up
that.
You want to do that? All right.
We can do that.
Awesome sauce. I'm going to accept businesses that pays and makes sense. Absolutely, Tracy. I'm signing up with
Notary.
Notary.
Don't discuss it with Facebook though. Just decide on your own or with your notary buddy if it makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. So you had mentioned that. A lot of people put a lot of stuff in post, but you don't know who's creeping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People are always creeping. People are always watching. So if you don't care about your business and not growing, then do whatever you want to do. But if you are concerned about the words that come out of your mouth and the posts that you put, make sure they're eloquent. Make sure they're professional, right? People will post stuff in Facebook, cry at people, yell at people, curse at people. If you don't like what's being posted, move on. Scroll
Right.
up, whatever. Like nobody wants that negativity. It's nobody got time for it. And we all adults. I'm just saying. And if you're that miserable, go pray. It works. Get the bag and do the things that others don't want to do. Amen. Setting up my Google page now. Miss Tracy, awesome. We are almost at the bottom. I need a notary buddy. Is there anyone willing to guide me and take me under their wing?
PM me, Bruce.
Hey. All right. There you go, Bruce. You will not be disappointed. I love my fellow Aquarian. Go against the grain time. Sticking with you, Queen. Yay, Riri. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I only have, Aquarians, our circles are small, but we crazy, but we good people. We are good people. Is setting up your Google business also connected to purchasing a Google domain? Good question. It is not. You can actually set up a Google page for free, a Google web page for free.
And that's what I would advise you to do. Free.
Yes, free. That's what I say too. I always tell everybody, yes. Anybody that gets into this business, like you don't need to spend a lot of money. You don't, because at the end of the day, you may not like it. You may go into your first house as a loan signing agent and say, "Nah, I'm good. Y'all can keep this," right?
Right.
It's up to you. I'll prefer, and if someone were to ask me, Ty, would you do general notary work over loan signing? I would pick general notary work in a heartbeat, right? I'm also looking into apostilles and authentication. So that's going to be another thing I'm going to be working on, right? So you have to find something that you're passionate about. Just don't do it because you're chasing the money because, oh my God, somebody I can $10,000, $12,000 a month. It ain't true. All right. I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm probably going to get kicked off, but I'm going to do it right now. Have you seen one person under $5,000 that man has brought on his show? I'm just saying, where are all the other ones that are struggling? I'm just saying, okay? Yes, it can be made. Yes, it can happen, but you have to grind. You can't just start at $175, right? You just can't. People don't know who you are. So you have to get out there. So all I'm saying as a notary person, as a crazy Aquarian, as me just trying to give back what God is telling me to do what you need to do for you to survive for you and your family. And don't let anybody distray. If they do, find somebody, find a Lisa, find a notary buddy. You can find me. I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm done talking. All right. Powerhouse Sunday right here with your ladies. Right. Yes. It's been awesome. Will do. Yay, Bruce. Good job, King. No, it's not bit, but I got both because it was cheap. Okay. Thank you both for your time and free info. Very welcome. This is the last one and we're out of here. Akeisha from Christina. You don't have to purchase a domain through Google to get a free Google My Business page. That is correct. So we'll probably talk about Google My Business page today on Clubhouse a little bit later. And I'll probably go on a tangent on some other things. So Ms. Lisa, we are done with the, very welcome, Kimberly. We are done with all of the messages. Thank you all again. That cash.
Yes, thanks everyone. I appreciate it.
It's been fun. Again, yes. So again, to Christina, Songi, Tina, Tracy, Akeisha, Nikita, for the amounts that you guys sent me, I am humbly, I'm humbly blessed, and I appreciate you very, very much. Miss Lisa, I love you, even though I don't know you. I think you're an amazing person.
Well, I appreciate that.
I love your spirit very, very much. And if y'all not tapped into Lisa, please find her on Facebook. Ms. Lisa, I always like to end with encouraging words. What do you have for the people? I'll end it and we'll get out of here.
Just be blessed. Just if you need me, I'm here. Just feel free to DM me. Who's that? Monique, I see you're in Connecticut. Yep. I'm from Connecticut. Whoop, whoop. But anyway, it's an attorney state. I'll be glad to help you with what I can, but you probably need to hook up with somebody in that particular, find a Connecticut group would be your best bet. But just everybody be blessed. Know that there are people out there that are like me, that are willing to help. Just reach out to those people. But before you reach out to anybody, watch them, because you'll have sheep's and wolves clothing, or wolves and sheep's clothing, whatever.
There's a lot of.
You got me. You got
Yeah,
me. You know
I've
where
been
I'm
tongue
coming
tied all
from.
day. Yeah, I've been tongue tied
But
all day.
everybody be blessed, and I wish everybody well in their business. Do the work, and it will happen. It will come. Just do,
Yes,
but you have to do the work.
absolutely. Ms. Lisa, thank you again for coming. As I
Thank
always
you.
tell y'all, create money. Don't chase money. Quiet the noise around you. Be successful and allow God to rule and reign. I will never denounce, and I always will say it, right? God is good all the time. We're going to
Yes,
get out
he
of here. Let's
is. All the time.
go. All
Bye.
the time. Bye.
Thank you.